nation. Nobody attacked me. I voted for my choice, and I still have the right to criticize the Labour government under the Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. Most of even those of you that voted Tinubu, you have still been intimidated. We saw it when Obasa was removed. People that voted for Tinubu were all kept in the Black Maria, and they were shouting out that, "I will not let people for you." That is the government of intimidation. That is not going to happen in the Yoruba government. That, I believe, also answer what the Yoruba government can do for us. Today, officially a Yoruba country. We shall take creative steps of a political party. A political party in Nigeria today is like Ashewo that change clothes all the time. Look at El Rufai. Why should we believe El Rufai that told Nigerians during the campaign that Tinubu was the right choice and the right candidate? Today, El Rufai is now telling us that Tinubu is a drug baron, and Tinubu's result was not credible, even though Buhari had no result as well. Now, El Rufai says that he does not believe anymore in the APC under Tinubu. You know why? Because we are not the same, we are two different people, and El Rufai can govern those in the north, why Tinubu should have governed those alone in Yoruba land without having to go and campaign. But right now, Tinubu, going back for 2027, actually had to campaign again in the north. And right now, they are cooking up as many things to destroy Tinubu for 2027. Are we going to allow our kings to rule like the way they are doing right now? There has been a lot of different conversation around Oba Ile Yoruba. What do we do with them? Do we give them the power back, or do we retain the power and just allow them to govern within their territory and their domains across Yoruba land? Many Yoruba people disagree that Awọn Oba will follow Koiki Yoruba daduro nisin. We should not even have anything called Oba in the future of a Yoruba government and a Yoruba country. But some say that we should also think about it this way, that the Britain knew that the custodian power belongs to the Obas. And what Britain did quickly was destroy that while they maintained their own kingship in England and also across the United Kingdom. We have seen in France, in the history before, that they took out their own kings. But what Britain knew was that if we remove the power from the kings, we give the power to the politician and use the politician to suppress the power of the kings. So right now today, and I'll give an example, Ooni of Ife called for a security summit to protect his people against the Fulani terrorists. But right from somewhere, Ooni of Ife could not finish up the job because one of the politicians must have called him, and one of the politicians must have given him instruction that he does not have the power. But power, the power is quite under the politician. And that's why many people are worried that are we going to have the same situation? With a new constitution, our Obas will be given a privileged part of the system that we are going to operate. And I believe under the manifesto at number 32, it says clearly we shall restore dignity to our Obas. Dignity. So the question that have come is asking, what do we do with our kings? Nigeria constitution has literally took power away from our kings. They are scared. Let's give an example. Who the hell is our governor to be giving directive about how Alaafin should be appointed? When we have a tradition that I have the privilege to meet up with the previous Alaafin. It's a privilege. Many Yoruba people never saw him. I met him in his private residence, not one, more than 10 times, with the privilege of Chief Sunday Igboho. But by some of what we heard from him, which is not for public consumption, I can now tell you that they literally took the power off. Britain did that to destroy the tradition of Yoruba land. That fault is coming from Britain. They knew very well that Betty and Wababa in the custodian. Tí ọba bá lu agogo pé kéré o gbogbo aráàlú ẹ lọ múra sílẹ̀ ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ọ̀dọ́ nínú ilé ńbẹ̀ kó máa gbáradì tó bá di àárọ̀ ọ̀la a máa wọnú igbó wa lọ a máa flush gbogbo àwọn terrorists. I'm sure most of us will not be in danger today. But because Britain knew the power of our king when they met them during the century, 15th century, 16th century, 14th century, and they were worried that first thing that they need to destroy is that particular section of Yoruba land. two things that Britain did quickly, which is coming under the manifesto, and I'm going to read them as from the Oba, which says we shall restore dignity to our Obas. Then number 33 says we shall return fully to our Yoruba language. Ede Yoruba la mama so. You go to Germany, you speak in English, they're not going to answer you. Germany, as living in Germany, yes, tourists goes there, and there are few people that speak English. But in the government setting, you dare not speak in English in Germany. All correspondence comes in the German language. That is the future of a Yoruba government for its citizen. Ede Yoruba ni Omama Walati government official all the way down to the citizen. That way, our language will be preserved for many thousand years ahead. But right now, for those of you that are fighting against Yoruba nation, we can lose that language quickly within the next many thousand years if Tabashi remained in one Nigeria. Because Britain again knew quite well that if we remain in Nigeria, English will be the official language. That is one of the fraud that Britain used to destroy all the indigenous people. That is why today Nigeria have over 500 languages and 350 different ethnic groups. And don't come and tell us that what about the smaller ethnic groups? There are countries that are even less than 500,000 and they are doing very well, better than the shit-hole country you're calling Nigeria. So for us to have a serious conversation, the politicians are running away from the truth because only the truth will set us free. Your churches do not want to tell you the truth because the truth is not about until you die, you go to heaven. We want to see heaven before we go out of this world. And that is why we might hate him or like him. We might hate him or like him. I want to bring this in. Pastor, as Fela says, no one died. But our brother, we love him so much and we hope that he will be part of the Yoruba Nation campaign. But right now, he might not look at it from that direction. Injustice to one is injustice to all. This is what he said as someone of one of his very fantastic music that many of you have heard before. And that is none else but my brother Portable. That is in Portable himself. Hate him or like him, he spoke the truth. Yoruba will restore the dignity of our Obas. Why is the pastor doesn't want to go to heaven and they are campaigning heaven to millions of Yoruba people without telling them the truth that the first thing we need to restore back is our Oba and also our dignity. Pastor Sulaiman was attacked. You can see that he protected himself not by the blood of Jesus Christ. He was in a bulletproof car with his wife, while others died because they were not in a bulletproof car. Pastor, no one go heaven. The same thing with most of our elite. They travel in convoy with a heavy security because nobody wants to die. But the average Yoruba man, the average Nigerian continue to die because your government cannot protect you. In a Yoruba government, you will be fully protected. I'll leave that music alone. It's a copyright. I don't want to use too much of it, but you've got the message. Now, the question that was asked is, Kilama Shepe Lawon Bawa? And I have the answer under the manifesto put together by those working in cabinet with Professor Adebanjo Akintoye. Let me read it quickly. In the course of the history of Yoruba membership of Nigeria till today, our Yoruba Obas, whether it is the small Oba, the second class Oba, the first class Oba, all these Oba, Elowo, when Prince Charles, before Koko the old King Charles, nígbà tó wá sí Nigeria, Tebalowo, the sittings, ẹ̀rí bí tó gbé Sultan of Sokoto sí, ẹ̀rí bí tó fi Aláàfin sí, a ti gbọ́ ìtàn rí pé nígbà kan rí Aláàfin tẹjọ́ kan nígbà kan rí, nígbà tó ní kó wá sort àwọn problem kan, ó ní ọba ò kì í jáde kúrò nínú palace. But today, ọba dẹni tí ó kàn káàkiri gbogbo MC, ọba ti wá di MC, àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti di MC. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé orí ìpèrè tó jókòó lé lórí. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé pé that is a very important tool, but most of you might not know. Wọ́n ti gbé àṣẹ fún yàn kan lénìí, gbogbo àlà ń rí, but the real power for the directive is coming from England. Take this to anywhere. Ẹ sọ pé mi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. All your obas, tọ́ba náà wọn gbàṣẹ láti United Kingdom, ẹni kí wọ́n ṣe tó yẹ kó ṣe sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbàṣẹ. kò sí àṣẹ kankan lẹ́nu wọn mọ́, àṣẹ ti kúrò lẹ́nu ọba, àṣẹ wá láti UK ni. But what we want to do is to give them back the power that Britain stole from them. Yoruba Obas almost totally lost their accustomed honor, prestige, and dignity. That is one of our most damaging losses in Nigeria. Ìwọ tó jọmọ Yorùbá, ó kò ṣe ń rí àpèrè àwọn ọba yẹn, but àwa ti rí pé kò sí àṣẹ kankan mọ́ lẹ́nu wọn. The Kábíyèsí of Ile Ife made a security summit and he could not complete it because àṣẹ ò sí lẹ́nu Ọọ̀ni of Ife. He had a good intention, but the politician and those in charge of Ọọ̀ni of Ife, láti England, when Ọọ̀ni came to London some years back, nígbà tí ìyá àdúrà gbé wọn wá sí London, I was there. And as we all saw there, when you attend events here in Westminster, you realize that Ọọ̀ni, as it is right now, àṣẹ wà látọ̀dọ̀ wọn. I'm sorry to tell you this. I know it doesn't go well with you. Àṣẹ tí Ọọ̀ni bá máa pa, wọ́n kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ federal government pé ṣó possible káwọn lọ pàṣẹ báyìí. Ó ń ṣe pé agbára ọ̀sí lọ́wọ́ Ọọ̀ni. Orí ibi tí Ọọ̀ni jókòó sí àti bàbá wa tó ṣẹ̀dé Aláàfin, wọ́n ní agbára láti sọ nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ fún àwọn onílẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Àmọ́ ṣé àwọn ń ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ fún àwọn onílẹ̀? Ṣé àwọn fúnra wọn ń ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ ní pé ká rúbọ fún ilẹ̀ kí a jẹ́ kí ilẹ̀ kó mọ̀ pé lóòtítọ́ lódodo àwọn ń ṣe ẹ̀tọ́ fún? I will leave that for the palace to decide. In the 1950s, most of us were not born as at the time, but there was a man that has been born, very highly sophisticated, intelligent. That man only has one replica today, and that is Baba Akintoye. And who is this man? Awolowo. Ẹni kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ age mate Baba, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ wà below Baba, whether you are 80, 70, if anybody is not in line with what Awolowo wanted for Yoruba people, they are also working against Yoruba people from inside and outside. They are not true Yoruba sons and daughters. In the 1950s, our father, Awolowo, was fully aware that our whole monarchy system was in danger of being destroyed under the constitution that were evolving in Nigeria. That constitution that was used before independence and the one after independence, Koiki Shawala drafted. All this constitution was drafted at the British Parliament against us. Even the current constitution, as a lot of you might know, has not been in favor of you as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, talk less of your Oba that is going to give that privilege as well. So Omo Yoruba, don't tackle Yoruba nation, does not know that Tinubu does not have any power within Nigeria because the power that Tinubu is expected to use to make our life a better one is currently enriched in the fraudulent constitution by the devil of the Fulanis from Gowon and the rest of them. And this is how the senior advocate of Nigeria,
which is why I told President Ababi of the Senate that it has taken 23 years to solve the problem of the constitution. And I urged him, in conjunction with President Tinubu, to resolve the Nigerian constitutional question now by inviting the owners of Nigeria. The owners of Nigeria, mark you, were those who owned Nigeria before Lugard brought his amalgamation in 19.
The owner of Nigeria, àwọn tó ní Nigeria, ibi tó ń pè ní Nigeria lénìí, àwọn tó ní lẹ́bẹ̀, those are the indigenous people. Àwọn ìran ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ìran Bia, àwọn ọmọ ìran Igbo, àwọn ìran Hausa, ìran Ìjọ, àwọn ló ní ilẹ̀ yẹn tí Britain wá kóra wọn wá with hospitality that was given to them, but they had a different agenda. Níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn, Britain náà fẹ́ survive ni because ìtàn sọ fún wa pé ní ìgbà kan rí ìta ni wọ́n ti máa ń wẹ̀ ní England, wọn ní toilet, wọn ní bathroom. So what they survive, and that means that they have to go to any length to survive. We will go to any length to take it back. This is a question and answer. If you have one, you can put it in the comment section. I'll pick it up and I'll try my best to answer as well. My name is Oba Ile Koiki, and I welcome you once again to Yoruba Nation Conversation, where we are discussing this morning Q&A, why Yoruba people must now leave Nigeria.
But you call them in. These are the people who own the country, and ask them questions. What do you want to see of the Constitution?
There is nothing you're going to say in the Constitution, and you cannot amend something that is already a fraud. So when your House of Representatives that are collecting millions of naira and billions in budget padding are telling you lies, that we are working to make sure that your right and your life within Nigeria will be better, run away from them, and nobody should be telling you about 2027. We need to be talking about how we need to dissolve Nigeria. But the politicians are 419, they are fraudulent, they are corrupt, they are criminals, and they know that the current constitution that we have today will not give you the accessibility to be the right person you want to be. While I, in the UK, based on the constitution, I have been given enormous right, and one of that right is my privilege to life. Today, many of you have not been given that right. That is why yesterday we had to give you the names and the age. The youngest person that was killed on Sunday by the Fulani terrorists in Plateau State was 4 years old. I think that's 3 years old. Ọmọdún mẹ́ta tí kò mọ̀ kankan. Ẹ wá ń sọ pé ìwọ wá ń gbàdúrà pé kí Ọlọ́run kó bless Nàìjíríà padà, kó dá padà sí ìgbà ẹ̀. Ṣé Nàìjíríà Ọlọ́run ló dá? Níbo ni ìwọ àti Ọlọ́run tí Bàbá Adébóyè àbí Kúmúyì àbí Pastor Bakari àbí Pastor Jerry àbí Prophet Ojo àbí Ìyá Àdúrà àbí Genesis níbo làwọn ti bá Ọlọ́run sọ̀rọ̀ tọ́lọ́run sọ fún wọn pé òun ló dá Nàìjíríà? Táwọn wá ń sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé Ọlọ́run ò ní pé kí Nàìjíríà kó má pín, àwọn á máa gbàdúrà fún Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè work. Nígbà tó dá gbogbo wa, ó dá wa ní èdè ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Àmọ́ Lugard ló kó gbogbo wa papọ̀. Lugard dẹ̀ gbàṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Britain ni. So tá a bá ń dárúkọ Lugard, we are talking about àwọn tó ń rule níjọ́ náà náà. And I hope you get the message.
Without a constitution, we're going nowhere.
Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ rí ìlọsíwájú? Ẹ̀ ń pariwo Tinubu ò rí ti yín rò because Tinubu mọ̀ pé constitution tó gbélé òun lọ́wọ́ tóun fi ṣèjọba, constitution yẹn kò lè work. But Tinubu ò lè sọ fún yín mọ́ pé constitution yẹn ò lè work. So all he will be doing is trying his best, which he's doing. Trying his best while Nigerians have been killed and he's having a great time in France. Trying his best while the vice president made it known that òun ò ní gbọ́n kankan tó ń pè ní pé ká máa sọ pé a fẹ́ restructure Nigeria. The vice president say restructure my foot. Ìbéèrè tá à ń béèrè ni pé kí ni wọ́n mọ̀ nípa pé kí Yorùbá kó dá dúró? It's a Q&A. Yorùbá fẹ́ dá dúró ó yàtọ̀ sí pé ká tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa election kankan. Mo ní a sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, kò sí àṣẹ kankan lẹ́nu wọn mọ́. Ẹlẹ́mi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí àṣẹ bá wà lọ́dọ̀ Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ kó pàṣẹ fún wa lẹ́ni pé ká wọnú igbó wa lọ. I and Sunday Igboho will be on the ground within 24 hours. Màá pe Sunday Igboho pé kó máa bọ̀ láti Germany, but Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ò lè pàṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ, I love him so much. Aláàfin tó ṣẹ̀dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ò lè pàṣẹ because Ṣèyí Mákindé ló gbé ọ̀pá àṣẹ fún Aláàfin. You can see the damage that the structure of the Obas was done to make sure that nílé èrè ọba tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní ìgboyà bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe ní ìgboyà yìí tí àwọn ọba bá ní ìgboyà ẹni kan jáde kan sọ̀rọ̀ níbi tó bá wà ní palace wọn lé ní wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí ọba kan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó lè sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí tí ọlọ́pàá ò ní lọ arrest ẹ̀ mọ́nulé wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kan tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kó sọ̀rọ̀ báwa ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé wọ́n ń bẹ̀rù àwa wá ń bi wọ́n pé ṣé wọ́n ṣọ̀kọ̀ gba làwọn torí pé àwa mọ̀ pé tó bá pàṣẹ tí Ọọ̀ni bá pàṣẹ lẹ́ni wọ́n bí bá bá ńlá Tinubu dá tó sọ̀rọ̀ ikú fi pa nìyẹn Ọọ̀ni là ń sọ yìí Ọọ̀ni là ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kábíyèsí Elédùmarè mo ṣí fìlà fún yín kábíyèsí but ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ nítorí pé kò sí àṣẹ lẹ́nu yín mọ́ ìyẹn làwa ọmọ yín ṣe sọ pé àwa máa defend yín to the last ẹni máa kú ni kó lọ kú àjọ máa fa tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ni tẹ́yìn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ìtò tí mo yín sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tá à ń sọ pé a fẹ́ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè á jẹ́ pé àṣẹ ti kúrò lẹ́nu yín lóòótọ́ nìyẹn àṣẹ ọ̀dẹ̀ ti kúrò lẹ́nu tàwa àṣẹ ń bẹ lẹ́nu tàwa náà pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa dúró tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ilẹ̀ máa jẹ́ obstacle fún kọ̀tà gbéra ní wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ abáyín fa tó tán lẹ̀ ìtò tán lẹ̀ dá bàbá ifá nítorí pé Britain olórí burúkú tó kó gbogbo àpapọ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ dájú pé tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bá dá dúró ògo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa kàn lọ ni wọ́n ti dífá fún Britain kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ 200 years pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí ìrànwọ́ kó dìde rárá evidence is there ẹ wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ constitution ọmọ Yorùbá ń dúró tí pé kí Tinubu wá fún yín ní constitution tó máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún yín ṣé Tinubu ló kọ constitution.
No one will doubt the fact that the constitution bequeathed by the military in 1999 is unsatisfactory.
The military structure Britain ló design ẹ̀ olórí burúkú Ọbásanjọ́ olórí burúkú Gowon Babangida Buhari ìwọ tó ń defend wọn èmi mọ bí tí military barracks wà ní London ní England gbogbo tí wọ́n kọ́ military barracks wọn sí tó ti train wọn Sandhurst lọ pé bẹ̀ that is where they train them and the instruction lọ fún wọn látàtà bá train wọn tán òun lọ kí Britain jáde kó ní wọn mọ̀ nípa gbogbo kúù tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àbí ní Nàìjíríà they were funding it they were behind it ṣèbátìrì ní city Trump ní òun gbé ẹsẹ̀ lé the US aid because the US aid was used to fund terrorism in Africa. The world is changing. I am happy to be alive to witness it. Kí wàá ní ẹ̀la ṣe ń béèrè? Wàá béèrè ìbéèrè, màá dé ẹ lóhùn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí tí à ń kà lọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọba wa. Mo kí bàbá mi lékì tẹ̀ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, mo fojú pẹ́ nìkankan rẹ́, mo kí gbogbo ibẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé lọ́tún lọ́sì. In the 1950, our father Awólọ́wọ̀, bàbá tó jẹ́ pé ẹnìkan tó kù fún wa nísìn, òun ni àrólé tá à ń pè ní Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè. Tó bá ń dúró de Bọ̀dé George, tó bá ń dúró de Bísí Àkàndé, tó bá ń dúró de gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn, you will wait for a very long time. I love my mom so much. Wọ́n ní kí n rọra máa fi èpè díẹ̀ sílẹ̀ tí bá ń ṣe program ó yẹ kí n wọ̀n wọ́n lépè nílẹ̀ ni but I don't want to disrespect my mom pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn but ẹ wò mí dáadáa ẹ wo gbogbo dáadáa a máa takọ́ndé lẹ̀ níta gbé dání I am not going back to England yet àjọ máa jáde fúnra lè I have not made any intention to return back to UK yet a wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe mi nìkan àwọn tó fẹ́ dé wọ́n dúró pé kí ṣó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni à ń dúró kí bàbá kí tó yẹ fún wa ní announcement káwa wọlé dé tàwárí ẹni tó fẹ́ dá wa dúró lọ́nà tí ọba kan bá ṣe any fuck off nígbà tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ rally ẹ̀rí wèrè nínú palace yín ẹ lọ gbé àwọn ṣàjáde tó máa bá wa jà tó ṣàyẹn tí ẹ fi bá Fúlàní jà ẹ wá fẹ́ fi bá wa jà àríran wò nígbà yẹn a ní kẹ́ gbé nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín ká gbó ká fi bá Fúlàní jà wọ́n ní ogun wọlé ẹ̀yin sùn ẹ̀ ń jí ẹ̀ ń dóbò nínú palace yín ẹ̀ ń fẹ́yàwó ẹ̀ wá ń fìyà jẹ ẹ̀rọ Yorùbá ìyá máa jẹ yín náà nígbà tí rally bá dé tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe nǹkan tá a fún ní kẹ́ ṣe fún wa àròlé kan tó sì kù fún ọmọ Yorùbá òun náà ni bàbá wa Akíntóyè láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní bàbá yẹn ò ní na àsíá sókè ikú máa pa ẹ́ 2025 tàwa yìí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ kú ni kó lọ kú nínú yín bàbá Akíntóyè máa na àsíá Yorùbá ẹni tó bá fẹ́ kú nínú Infiltration ẹ lọ máa múra sílẹ̀ àwa náà fẹ́ tẹ̀lé yín délẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ní gbọ́ bóyá ilẹ̀ ni House of Assembly bóyá àwa alájọ níní bóyá ilẹ̀ ni State House ni bóyá àwa alájọ níní we will shut down the whole fucking Southwest ẹni tó bá fẹ́ kú ni kó kú ní tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe fún mi ní kẹ́ bá ṣe fún mi kó wà láfíríkà tẹ́ bá mú mi millions of people will stand up mò ń sanwó fáwọn èèyàn mo tún ti fún wọn lọ́wọ́ pé kọ́ lọ bọ̀gún láàárọ̀ ìṣẹ́ mo ti fowó ránṣẹ́ sí wọn ayémọ́ yẹn máa lọ ṣiṣẹ́ lọ a máa bá yín mú kan lẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ní kíákíá torí pé ẹ̀yin ọba wọ́n ti gbàṣẹ kúrò lẹ́nu yín bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ gan mọ̀ yẹn bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ mọ̀ yẹn àmọ́ púpọ̀ nu yóò mọ̀ ní ọ̀kan máa pè náà lórí program and I'm very busy and I'm using the phone nobody calls me and distract my program and I'm not taking calls yet. In 1950 our father the late legend Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ Britain bẹ̀rù Awólọ́wọ̀ débi pé wọ́n lè wẹ̀yìn ojú ẹ̀ báyìí they are scared of it wọ́n bẹ̀rù bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ they dare not look his eyes because wọ́n mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè Ọlọ́run ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló gbé bàbá ìdíde just like Baba Akíntóyè and we are grateful to have him as a father. I spoke to him yesterday and he's so happy. Wọ́n ní kí n dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fún wa lówó. We have another close to 300,000 cash with me. Àti ra 100 walkie talkie tó bá dọ̀la màá tún send owó sí wọn kó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ rà sí. Tábàárẹ̀ tó bá tún fún wa sí a máa rà sí a tún máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ra megaphone. We are preparing seriously for this rally. Ó ń ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ló ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ń ṣe lógun state. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́tí máa gbọ́ kó ariwo amadún tátátá amadún we shut down every fucking thing. Ẹ ní sóríire èyí rò pé ilẹ̀ ìbámu amọ́lẹ̀ ó kù díẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká tètè yanjú ẹ̀. Question and answer ẹ máa bí mi. The 1950 Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ was fully aware ó mọ̀ dájú pé our whole monarchist system was in danger. Ṣọ́ba lórí burúkú tẹ́ ń pè ní olúwo yẹn ṣọ́ba nìyẹn you can see the danger that we found ourselves. Fúlàní fẹ́ wá jọba tó bá fún wọn láyè ni wọ́n máa jà láàfin yẹn mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ṣọ́ba ní olúwo and you can see the danger wọ́n fún wọn náà Fúlàní tẹ́ ń bá sùn àwọn Fúlàní náà lọ ní wọ́n pa àwọn tó jẹ́ Plateau State. Sister mi kan ṣe send message kan sí mi láàárọ̀ ẹ̀. I was going through the message mo ń bọ̀ fẹ́ sáré kà fún yín. You might not know what the Fulanis are doing. They are very smart. Wọ́n fi àwọn obìnrin wọn wọ́n fi fún àwọn ọkùnrin ní Plateau State àwọn obìnrin wọn ló padà ṣekú fún in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Plateau State lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí màá bọ̀ wọ́n lò lọ́wọ́. They destroy it. As a premier, he made it policy that Obas will not lose any dignity. That was in 1950. He was personally close as a friend to many of the Obas. Finally, in respect for the fact that Yoruba culture is a monarchic culture, the leaders of the region under him included a house of chiefs in the Western Regional Constitution. He also made the traditional highest of the Obas, the Ooni of Ife, the regional governor, a position ceremonial superior to the position of a regional premier. In the House of Chiefs, the Oba commanded real constitutional power and therefore felt that they were the fathers of the Yoruba nation. Auntie me sent to me, Hello Boldest, that's what she called me. I have different names for different people. They are ready for the rally. Ìwọ tó náà rí ẹni tí ó ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ilé mẹ́ta ló ní oníṣẹ́ tó da àárín bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ó ní tọ́tọ́ bá ti lọ ago òun máa fáwọn èèyàn jáde àjọmọ̀ oṣù tó kájọmọ̀ àwọn rally ni kí ló wọ́n ń dádúró kí ni wọ́n ní you have nothing. The Nigeria have destroyed all their businesses. Auntie sọ fún mi pé nígbà tí bàbá àwọn máa kú they were expecting Nigerian government to pay the pension that the father worked within the Nigerian government for many years. The father died without receiving the pension and the father regretted supporting Nigeria throughout his lifetime. Auntie mo fẹ́ ka message. She's schooled in England, well educated, very sound. I will not tell you what sector she's currently working. She's not working with the government. She runs her own private business. We have been talking for the last 4 years. They are eagerly waiting for the rally. Onílé kò sanwó-lé, ilé tó ń gbé òun ló nílé yẹn. Ó ní òun máa wọ ṣòkòtò. Òun dẹ̀ ti mobilize sílẹ̀. Ìwọ wá ní pé òfin jáde. No problem. Hello Boldest. I decided to ask my friend who is from Plateau the reason for the constant fight in that state, especially with what is happening in Bokos. Bokos níbi tó ti ń pa àwọn èèyàn tó pọ̀ ní community yẹn. I was shocked by her reply. She said fight will continue to break out in Bokos and other areas in Plateau State because their men married Fulani women. Àwọn ọkùnrin Bokos wọ́n ti gbé ẹ má bínú ẹ má kí n lo èdè àlùfànṣá wọ́n ti lo pọ̀nrán sí wọn níbi tí ara wọn ò balẹ̀ wọ́n ti lọ fi fẹ́ àwọn ọmọ Fulani tó jẹ́ obìnrin. These Fulani women eventually brought their cousins, brothers and uncles. Ṣèbí bó ṣe máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà nìyẹn ẹni tó bá ti fẹ́ o gbọ́dọ̀ tọ́jú àwọn fámìlì wọn náà etc. On arrival they will stay with the couples and later the Fulanis will acquire land. Nígbà tó bá ti dé tí ọkùnrin ọmọ Plateau ní Bokos ó lọ fẹ́ Fulani obìnrin á wá invite àwọn family tiẹ̀ náà wá gbé pẹ̀lú wọn tó bá yá wá ra ilẹ̀ and they will settle down. The middle belt man will help his in-law to settle fully into the community. Ọkùnrin yẹn mọ̀ pé àjòjì tóun jẹ́ kó settle down yẹn òun ló ń bọ̀ wá ṣekú pa wọn. In tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Plateau State mo sọ fún yín o. These are highly intelligent that I'm telling you. She said this was how Fulani now settled in Bokos and other areas in Plateau State easily. Our in-laws, they won't get to settle down. She said by the time the Middle Belt men realized their mistakes, the whole place is already filled up with Fulanis. That the Fulanis infiltrated them through intermarriage. Ṣẹ́gbọ́n, ìwọ tó ń fẹ́ ọmọ Fulani, ṣé o mọ̀ kó fẹ́ fi ṣàkóbá fún rẹ ni? Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé ààrẹ ọ̀bá rẹ̀ ò rí ọmọ Yorùbá láti Èkìtì, láti Oǹdó, láti Ìjẹ̀bú, láti Ọ̀ṣun, láti Kogi, láti Kwara, láti Lagos, láti Ọ̀yọ́, ò rí àwọn ẹrẹ̀ wa obìnrin tó jẹ́ pé tíyàn bá rí wọn báyìí, a máa dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run, ò rí wọn fẹ́ ọmọ Fulani ṣáà ní gbókòsè ló fi lọ tẹ̀lé ọmọ àlè. Ọ̀rẹ́ tí mi kì í má bùn yín tútù gbàgbé. I also was surprised to hear that some of these men that are married, the Fulani women later died. Ta ló ń pa wọ́n? Kí ló dé tó ń kú? Why are they dying? Kí ni nǹkan tó ń pa wọ́n? Some poison wọn ni. Ẹ máa gbọ́. And the Fulani women now remarried a Fulani man. Ó kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ ọmọ ìlú yẹn. Ọmọ ìlú yẹn wá kú, ó wá padà lọ fẹ́ Fulani gangan. That is what now clear that they were killed by the women without anyone suspecting them over the years. Eléyìí ṣe nǹkan tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé à ń gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ díẹ̀. Do you know that Malafia is from that region, Plateau State? Nígbà tí àwọn yẹn kàwé, because Malafia was well read. He warned every Nigerian. He told us that the death is coming, but Nigerians were always like, nothing will happen. See, systematic takeover by the Fulanis. I said, let me update you since I heard it directly from her. These people are smart. They are evil smart. They have their program outlined for them. See how quickly they change the narrative from Fulani headsmen to Fulani bandits to Fulani kidnappers, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and many of such. They're now changing to Fulani hunters. I want hunts. They will leave their north. They are coming to the south to hunt. Oh, God. So all we are now talking about are the Fulani hunters. From Fulani terrorists, from Fulani bandits, they are now known as Fulani hunters. And they are clean, they are good. Nobody should attack them. They are just hunters. These people are criminals and they are smooth operators. Always changing the narrative whenever they're cornered. They are human hunters. They are the same bandits and the same kidnappers. She said those hot areas in Plateau and Benue State is not only farmers and herders clashing, that the major issue is intermarriage. She said, as a Plateau woman, let their people shout from morning to night. They are responsible for their calamity because the intermarried and the Fulanis are not going anywhere. What ìgbàlejò ọ̀ràn? Mo rántí bàbá wa kan mọ̀ mọ́ bí tí fídíò yẹn wà. Ó ní a ti gba àlejò ọ̀ràn ní gbogbo àgbà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìnyí. How do you survive? How do you operate in a country where àlejò ọ̀ràn bá yín gbé? The only way you can do that is to end it officially and reboot. My laptop, as of yesterday, after a while, it will reboot itself when things have gone cuckoo on it. You do not want us to reboot. You want to continue to manage the contraction, the corrupt, that took identity, that took everything from us. That we will not tolerate. According to the Fulanis, that Plateau people should get into their thick skull. Wahala, don't tire Rapao. Now him, I say, make I tell you, now wow. That message was sent to me yesterday at 2200 hours. I replied that back at 8:05 with this. This is quaking me there. Oh, you didn't send money. Money, that is the same agenda for Yoruba land. We must fight to stop them. We can't sit back anymore. NMCA, what's that to send the list to me? Direct institution to accept Arabic Islamic certificate as alternative to WAEC and NECO for nursing program. When you call accepting Islamic certificate as against WAEC at NECO. So if you have an Islamic certificate, you can join the nursing program. Abi, you can see that these agenda continue to flourish. Moki went to to Pelu, Moki brother mi Obat, Moki Bugomo Yoruba ni loko. Hello. Hello. Ẹ bá gbóhùn sókè àgbọ̀yìn dáadáa ṣe fẹ́ dá sórí ètò ní sáà. Àgbọ̀yìn bí ẹ̀ ń rẹ́ pìsìn ẹ bá wá yọ pìsìn àgbọ̀yìn dáadáa àdẹ̀nú spíkà sókò sórí síta ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́yìn. Ṣé kí ló wá dé tà gbọ́yìn? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n yọ kúrò ní spíkà. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ again. tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ti private ò lè lọ lórí ẹni sùúrù tẹ bá jẹ́ private ẹ tí mo tẹ̀ sọ pé mo wà live ìyẹn máa di láyé ètò ẹ lè sọ kan tó jẹ́ private fún mi nígbà tí mo wà lórí ètò mo lè kúrò lórí ètò báyìí mo wà lórí ètò yẹ ẹ ká sọ̀rọ̀ létà báyìí ṣe gbọ́ brother mi mo dúpẹ́ alright ẹ kò ní létà now ẹ yẹ ká padà quickly so I hope I have answered that area of Oba We are not connected to our Facebook. I don't know what is going on this morning, but I'm sure I have told you many times that you need to follow all the platforms. If one platform is not working, you need to get to know where the other platform is working so that you cannot miss out on the conversation. So it's a Q&A that we are doing this morning, and why we're doing that is just to respond to your questions and answer to know more about Yoruba Nation and why Yoruba needs to go. Bishop, the money man, we call the Bishop the money man and the financial advisor for the Yoruba people. Bishop.
Yeah, I should not follow up. Now, mo rí pé mo lè sọ lórí ètò tó máa sọ sìn, but ó ti ní kan tí máa sọ fún yín lẹ́yìn. But lélẹ́yìí, so that àwọn èèyàn náà wà lè mọ̀ wípé gbogbo wa, we have to rise up to support for it. Now, ẹ mọ kíní kan máa ń dè mọ́ imú yẹn, tear gas kíní.
Mo ń bọ̀, ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, Bishop.
Yeah, ẹ mọ kíní tó máa ń dè mọ́ orí, tó máa ń dè mọ́ imú yẹn, tó máa ń prevent against tear gas. Bí inhaler báyìí ló wà ní ìgbà. Okay. Mo ti gbàgbé orúkọ kìíní. Okay, Koiki, are you back? You have to be there so that I can recognize what I'm trying to say.
Intent sọ Bishop, mo ti lọ mú jáde fáwọn èèyàn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, òun lélẹ̀.
Okay, kíní tó máa ń dè mọ́ rí tó ní kíní níwájú mú bí.
Ẹ̀yẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ Bishop, ìbí mi ti lọ mú content sọ̀rọ̀ lórí. Èyí ò sáà screen, ẹ̀yẹ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, ẹ̀ ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ pé mo ṣe é ní. Ìbò náà ń pè ní ìbí kíní tó ń fi símú lórí tí tó bá yin tear gas.
Orúkọ ẹ̀ ni mo gbàgbé.
Gas cartridge for spraying paint. It can also be used to stop everything that is called tear gas.
Tear gas, wọ́n máa dè mọ́ rí, ó máa kó imú wọn, fine. Ó máa dàbí helmet báyìí, oníkàkú máa dé. So we need bí àwọn èèyàn wá ṣe support fún walking talking, we need support for it.
Bí àtàbá sọ fáwọn ìbá nídìí owó, sáwọn èèyàn rò pé afẹ́náwó jẹ ni.
In fact, wípé instruction máa wá pé everybody ẹ lọ ra ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan, ìwọ tó bá láǹfààní lọ ra ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. But ìwọ tí Ọlọ́run bá ràn ẹ́ lọ́wọ́, tó bá jẹ́ méjì ló fẹ́ rà, please forward it to Koiki Media, please. Forward it to Koiki. We don't want.
Anybody for security reasons.
Just send the call Koiki Media. Koiki Media will tell you what cost for one. Then fine. So that as they are showing you that walking talking on my show and not easy. We want to have not less than 1,000. We want to have not less than 1,000 of that edge mark nose inhaler. We want to have more than 1,000. Go back to the tábà ti ń rí lórí àwọn èèyàn wa kọ́ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí àmàmọ́ important then more can now come in. Kò ní sẹ́ tó sẹ́ni tó máa sọ fún wa nígbà yẹn because mo mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn wa action ni wọ́n ń dúró dè then àwọn èèyàn máa ti dé all around the world. So we will need more of it. Then èyí tó kù máa sọ fún yín lẹ́yìn ètò nǹkan tá a kí àwọn èèyàn máa get. Thank you.
All right. So once again, it is called the gas mask. As a journalist, we always have these at any point of time. There are different sizes, there are different shapes. If you can get one, it's called a gas mask. These protect you from any tear gas. Tó bá ní tear gas yẹ kò tẹ̀ ní máa fi tear gas. Tó bá ṣàti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ní tear gas, tó bá ti gbélé ìwọ̀, that's it. If you can help yourself to buy one, you have to buy it yourself. So kò ń ṣe gbogbo kan máa supply yín, need that funding. Àwọn tí ó jẹ́ Yorùbá ọmọ olówó tó gbówó síta pé ká fi máa ṣe Yorùbá nation. So ìwọ̀nba díẹ̀ tí àkọ̀rọ̀rá ń ṣe ní with the little support that is coming through. Sọ pé kò sógun, má gbọ́n tí bàbá yìí sọ, ogun pa ẹni yẹn.
Ó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
The Yoruba indigene.
Mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
I want to talk to you all.
Mo lè fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí n bá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say.
Wọ́n náà ti pa abúlé yín, wọ́n ti gbà tán.
I said they are already usurping you from your villages all over Yoruba State.
Ní Ogun State.
In Ogun State.
Ọ̀ṣun State.
Osun State.
Ondo State.
Ondo State.
Anambra State.
Even Anambra State.
Gbogbo àwọn ilẹ̀ Igbo wọ̀nyẹn.
Even the Igbo lands as well.
Àwọn wọ̀nyí ti wọ̀.
People are already entering those places.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gba gbogbo ẹ̀.
And they're already overtaking you people in your various states.
Èyí tá à ń sọ yìí sí.
What we are saying right now,
kì í ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn o.
this is not about religion.
Christian.
Whether you're a Christian
Muslim.
or you're a Muslim,
Àwọn adájọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
and we are Yoruba traditional worshippers.
Àsìkò tá a fẹ́ràn kó ẹ̀sìn wa papọ̀ nìyí.
This is time we must band together
Láti jà fún àwọn ilẹ̀ bàbá wa.
to fight for our father's land so they don't overtake us in
Ẹ
it.
má jẹ́ kán fi ẹ̀sìn gba ilẹ̀ wa o.
Don't let them use religion take over our land.
Gbogbo abúlé tó ń gbà lóńdó state yẹn.
All those villages they've taken over in Ondo State,
Wọ́n pa Muslim, wọ́n pa Christian.
when they wanted to kill, they killed Christian and Muslim alike.
Ilẹ̀ náà jà fún kìí ṣe ẹ̀sìn.
They are fighting for the land, they are not fighting for religion.
Ẹ̀sìn náà kàn gbá wọlé o.
They are just coming through the lens of
So
religion.
mo sọ fún ẹ̀wọ̀n Yorùbá.
But I'm telling you all Yoruba
Ẹ múra
people,
o.
please be prepared.
Gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà.
Nigerians at
Ẹ
large,
múra dáadáa.
please be well
Wọ́n
prepared
má bàa gba ilẹ̀ yín o.
so that they don't take you away from your father's
Wọ́n á pe
land.
gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba.
And calling also the royalties in Yoruba
Ọ̀ọ́ni
land.
of Ifẹ̀.
The Ooni of Ife, the Imperial Majesty.
Kábíyèsí kádé pẹ́ lórí rẹ̀.
Kabiyesi, we greet you, sir.
Ẹ dá sí o.
Please talk about this.
Aláàfin tuntun tó ṣẹ̀ jẹ ẹ dá
The
sí o.
new Alaafin, please talk
Ẹ̀yin
about
ọba Ondo,
this. All
ẹ dá sí o.
the kings in Ondo State,
Ẹ̀yin ọba Ọ̀ṣun Ọ̀yọ́ Lagos State ẹ dá
the
sí o.
kings in Lagos, Oyo, Osun, please talk about this.
Tókùn yẹn bá wọlé tán.
Because when the war overwhelms us,
Apá ò ní ká o.
we will not be able to do anything about it.
Èmi mo rẹ́dí ogun.
Personally, I'm ready for war.
Mo sọ fún ìjọ kìnnà mo ní kẹ́ dira.
I told you the last time that you fortify
Àwọn
yourself.
kan sọ pé báwo ni pásọ̀ sọ lọ́gbẹ́
Some people
dira.
will say, why will a pastor utter that kind of statement?
Ẹ lọ dira o.
Please go and fortify
Tó
yourself.
bá yá màá gbé báìbù mi sílẹ̀.
Because when war comes, I will drop my Bible.
Màá jà fún ìlú bàbá mi.
I will go and fight for my father's
Tó
land.
bá wo ni Christian dé
When
Nàìjíríà.
the Christianity come into Nigeria,
1842
it came in 1842.
ló ṣẹ̀ dé Nàìjíríà.
That was when it came in.
Ẹni àkọ́kọ́ tó máa kó báìbù jọ.
And the first person to compile the
So òun láti gbọ́ tí Ibrahim sọ fún wa pé ká lọ dira. So òṣèlú nìkan ni mò ń sọ pé ká dira mọ́. When I was shouting this 4 years ago, many people were saying that whatever you were saying, I don't care. Now, it is still question and answer, and we are trying to reveal many things, that we are talking about. So mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa pé ẹ tún káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa. Bear with me, those of you that are watching. I need to access my Facebook and I need to put some authorization as well. I think they call my comment here. So for me, a few seconds and say what the river. So let's give you something else while I come back again. As we say all the time, Yoruba nation, no retreat, no surrender.
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians. We are only deceiving ourselves.
We are not Nigerian.
Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria? What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that have been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say, pray for Nigeria, that person is just deceiving himself, because the people who want to be that Nigeria have not sat down to agree if they want to be Nigeria.
We have not sat down if we want to be one Nigeria, and I welcome you back once again to the morning broadcast about question and answer. That is the session that we're in. Every mini berry, I will try my best to answer. We have answered some of your questions. We're waiting for more people that can give us, questions, and we can try to answer it as much as we can. So, tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ tó ní ìbéèrè, àsìkò tí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ béèrè lélẹ́yìí, torí àsìkò kan máa wà tí a lè má ní as many time that you will ask questions. So ask me those questions in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer as much based on what we know, what we have learned from Baba, because Buguntan Soleni, Tiafinshe program, it is because our father, Professor Adebanji Akintoye, has given us everything that we need to know. So that is why we are doing what we're doing, and I hope that many of you understand that. So we are still waiting. Etobani Beri Ediwa, Muke Itetida Koma, Olani Pekumukini Bubu Ifo, Aku Palemo, Aku Sheta Kutakun Lotu Losi, Konisua Konirewa. Okay, not sure why this phone is not giving me access to Facebook. All right, we leave that anyway. So I'll upload those later. So I'm still here. We have just done an hour, maybe another 1 hour, then I will end the program. But I'm still waiting for your questions on this. Is what we're doing this morning. Every program has its own discussion. On the update on our walkie-talkie, we are still hoping that we get more people that can fund us. Our 100 is completed. We have money for another 20 ready to go. I have asked for them to check the price of megaphones so that we can see if we get more people that can support as well. And the bunch of support, I keep the support coming, and I will keep you up to date with where we are. So right now, they are also going to hand over officially the 80 to the representative of Babakitoye and Igbowo. I will be getting that update. I think they should finish already environmental in Lagos. So I will tell us the update with the videos and pictures when it is now officially handed over. So that means the 80 that promised Awọn Baba Mejeji, they will decide how it will be used within the movement. Those 80 has left already, and I'm waiting for updates from the people that Babakitoye and Igbowo has appointed to receive it on behalf of Bawon Yoruba, Lori Channel, Koiki Media. I still have 20. I said 10 is going to be for Koiki Media team. Then the remaining 10, I will decide where I want it to go. I will decide where I want it to go. It could be 4 there, it could be 5 there, I don't know yet. But we have another 20 that we are preparing. So and how much we have been able to buy out of it, I will come back and we will decide, take up Awọn Baba, because, or YSDM to decide on it. I am not going to give individuals or groups any walkie-talkie that Omo Yoruba instruct to. If that's in 2021, it's not going to repeat itself. So, Mama Koiki, I need walkie-talkie. I am not interested. I've seen people that have called me, group, we need walkie-talkie. This walkie-talkie needs to be at the strategic places to be useful for the purpose of the rally. So, toy, and 13,000 naira is a lot of money. It's not cheap. So it's not like 1,000 naira and 13,000 for your pound. Because some of you think it's 13,000 naira for the two. No, it's 13,000 naira for one. So wherever we have more, we will decide whether to still hand it back to the movement. It's not me. It's not for me. I only need 10. And that 10 is already been secured for my staff, because my staff will need that in the course of the upcoming event. And this has no partnership with any other media. It has no partnership with YSDM. This is Koiki Media using its platform to seek assistance and support towards that. And I'm sure a lot of people that have supported, we are happy for your contribution. So let's move forward swiftly while we are still going to continue with the conversation this morning. Yoruba Nation needs now to happen as quickly as possible. Election will be wide anywhere. So if you are still one of those, actually going to Mr. Tijani, Mukente in France, audio it is important that those audio is taking time for me to record it while we are doing the program. Since 39 family in won't struggle with the data, they should not struggle to download the audio coming as a voice note and sit down and listen to it. That will send more message to more people, because a lot of people are probably still not conscious that election will help one. But my job is to tell them that, comment at the word, let me see how I can pick some of the comments. I've been very focused on discussing and talking, but I've not been looking at the comment section. Then I'm doing a bit of writer. I don't know what's wrong with our mixed LR this morning. I am not owing them any money, but I believe that maybe my laptop needs to be reboot. Sometimes we need to reboot the system. Muki Babami Aluko, Nuruddin, Muki and Biafra. And I love the Biafra, but no Igbo or an Igbo person that is doing Biafra should come and point finger at us. I will curse you. I have a lot of your brothers here. I'm hearing news that Simon Ekpa will be attending court. I think I'm going to give us the update on that, because that was blogged by my staff yesterday. We are praying that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. So focus on your own Biafra. Leave us alone about our own. But we can work in partnership. What do I mean by that? When the Yoruba people come out for rally, your government that has already been in operation, I know there's a lot of problem within the government right now. I'm aware it's split. You have two parallel governments now. After the declaration in November in Finland, some are supporting the woman, while some are supporting the finance minister. And these are something that people like us also experienced during the course of the Yoruba nation. Nibati Abale were together in one uniform. Difficult. Oh yes, very important. Pastor Mo is saying, even this is the reason why we are handing over quickly to because there's no need for me to keep the walkie-talkie. So I can confirm that the walkie-talkie is en route to where it will be officially delivered on behalf of our fathers. Because it's not a toy. You need to understand everything has a training. So we're going to the training, because stewards will probably have to be trained before they can go to the field to know how to do crowd management. We're expecting millions of people. So we need to also make sure that people are protected. Yes, the government have right to bring police to protect us, but the police batting well, let me just, you know what I'm going to say anyway. You kill us, into Batishele. Tear gas is entirely up to them. That means I don't want to emphasize what is going to happen, but we have witnessed a terrorist under Sanwo-Olu when people were killed during the Lekki massacre. We are not going to run away if you do all this. If you think that you will intimidate us, you tear gas, and you boss okay. Our right and beautiful. Our only weapon, but Ama Gbe Ogundani Sara. Ama Dira ti Quran. Ama Dira ti Jesu. We will fight with everything that we have, but no weapon. So it is entirely up to each of the state governors to respect a peaceful rally. Yes, it will disrupt things. That is the reason why we are doing it, because Atiba is already. So if you're one of those thinking that it's just one of day-to-day outing, it's a serious situation. Because there will be a lot of infiltration by even the Fulanis. So this is the reason why we have to be vigilant. We need the walkie-talkie and the contemporary problem. Maybe somebody fall down, they need emergency. There is a lot of things that is needed. But because I want you to back on it, rally, okay, no problem. The rally will start, and maybe that would, allow you to support. Not support me, support the YSDM. I will come out officially as a media organization to use it to support. I am already using my strength every day. This is my second program. I can run this program for as long as I have internet. I've spent over close to 500,000 naira. That's if you're internet. You think it's a small money? This is why we need funding. Because it's already telling me that I have probably, I don't understand how the internet is working here. Because internet are so to baton missing, that means you're not going to see me on the scene. And I'm sure you want me to come out, just like all other media. Doesn't mean I'm in Africa, I shouldn't be coming out to talk to you. And I don't want to restrict myself with one particular platform. That's why we're doing everything possibly best, to speak on many platforms. But it seems our MixLR is not going to come back on this morning. So let's go back and see some of the comment that is coming through. Once again, my name has not changed. It's still Oba Koiki. Talking about Yoruba Nation. Kokinshi offense. Forget about what most of Sheyi Makinde is planning to become the president. So it is entirely up to us to tell them to fuck off. Okay, the president, State in the last 8 years, nothing. So if you think that these people cares about you, they don't care. so tẹ bá dẹ̀ rò pé ẹ máa kọ́ àwọn tọ́jú yín síta mo ti sọ fún àwọn tọ́jú yín pé ọmọ Yorùbá kan náà ni gbogbo wa but ẹ bá ṣèkà fún wa máa ṣèkà fẹ́yìn náà ni simple as that nígbà táwọn méjèèjì bá ti kọ́kọ́ bára wa jà àwọn tó jẹ́ enemy wa ká máa wọ pé tó wájà ká máa bára wa jà bí ọmọ Yorùbá so gbogbo yẹn là ń ṣàlàyé fún àwọn èèyàn wa and I'm trying as much as possible not to make it look like it's a violent rally but ẹ̀yin lè máa decide if you want us to remain non-violent. No violence is good anywhere in the world. But if violence like if then we have no other choice. We will have to use the same violence on you. If you use violence on us, we use the violence. It's as simple as that. Kò sí àní kankan nínú yẹn. Ìyẹn ṣe téèyàn máa fi pamọ́. Ìyẹn ṣe pé ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. No. You use violence, we use violence back. Tẹ́ bá ti lè lo violence, àwọn náà máa lo violence. At the stage yẹn pé ká má máa fọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́nu. Yes, the things that we will not say, and this is why we're telling our people, kọ́ lọ dira. Mo ti send owó sí àwọn èèyàn láàárọ̀ yìí, kọ́ lọ ṣògùn. Yes, èmi ò ṣeré. Mo ti send owó sí àwọn èèyàn láàárọ̀ yìí, tán náà wọ́n need assistance, a little bit I have. Mo ti send ẹ̀ sí wọn. Pé kọ́ lọ máa dira. Kò bá jẹ́ wa 100 làbá dira, àwọn 100 yẹn náà la máa wà níta. Èyí tó kẹ́ máa sọ ẹ máa jí. Torí pé bí ọmọ àlè lẹ́yìn ni. So mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. So this is not a joke. Àwọn Babangida nígbà tó ń ṣe kú wọn, they are less than 40 years old. Babangida ló wà lórí wheelchair yẹn nísìn. Do you know owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ Babangida? Ẹ mọ ètò jí kúrò lára Nàìjíríà. So don't come and tell us that we will do this, it's going to affect you. Tó bá máa affect it, who affect it? I don't give a toss. We're talking about the lives of millions of people. I can travel back to UK without any restriction. You cannot travel if you don't have visa. And I'm sure Konsegbo will have visa. If you like, play UK. Most of you have lied to the UK that you are God this, you are God that. You know it's a lie. And that's why they're making immigration to become very, very strict. But what we are saying is that we have our country, we can then have a cordial relationship with England or Britain. And don't expect all those that are in abroad, tons of people in Nigeria, tell them to return back home. Tell them to return back home. They can't. So let the group go and buy their own walkie-talkie. Yes, and to buy need walkie-talkie. Don't call me. You know where to buy. Want a lot lady, not on eBay. Mr. Koiki, no, I'm not buying for anybody. You should know where they're selling walkie-talkie. So, as we continue to push, why do you need a gas mask? Iberi, why do you need a gas mask? Mabimi, Mumbo. As I don't want to comment on Bob. Because Tinubu is getting his son ready for Lagos State Governor. When is the rally coming up? Because we have to prepare for that. Well, we have already been telling people to prepare. Suffering and Mr. Ayodeji. I think Keloma prepare. Baba ma make announcement. So that's all I can say. That is the information so far. So when is it coming? How far with the date? Professor Akintoye will make that announcement very soon. Wake up, Tinubu is getting his son ready. We must do everything from now. I'm watching in 2 years. What is election in Nigeria and the scene, right? So we have the advantage against them. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Our advantage. So what they will do now is one of them make every reasonable to make sure that that outing is disrupted. I know that. I know what they will do. But our lama were adamant. Our lama farigabe no agba. But about Sobe agba. I'm expecting Tinubu Madi president 2027. Governor Madi Lagos State Belomwe. So we have the 2 years window and that starts now. So kò sí àní àní kankan mọ́ nísìn. Èmi ò ní election máa ṣẹlẹ̀ subject to you and me. Èmi nìkan kọ́ ni mo lè ṣe. But tó bá ní ẹ kò kàn well, forget about those abroad. And those people come òun ló wà lábroad torí kò ní right láti fẹ́ padà wá sílé àbí kó fi wálé kó kọ̀ wá ṣe fàájì kó dẹ̀ padà lọ. Kò sórí ìwọ tó wà nílé tí o dẹ̀ ti try gbogbo effort nínú Nigeria to fail. You are the one that we are talking to. And we are in our millions. Àwa tá wà nílé pọ̀ jù àwọn diaspora tó wà níta lọ. Àwa tá wà nílé àpọ̀jù diaspora tó wà níta lọ. So àwa gangan ló kàn. Kò kan ẹni tó wà níta. So the rally is coming. Eloma Baradi. Koda, even if it's the smallest thing you think you can do when the rally is out within your community, there is no problem. I'm sure that I want to do but yes, you will not be alone. I can tell you that. I'm sure they will have no choice. So there will be all kinds of different people, but our own agenda is that in Nigeria. We are not coming out because security is not good. No, we are coming out, and this should be something that should be stuck to our mind. I don't have problem with the citizens, but I have problem with their government that destroy how things should have been.
Okay, where is Nigeria?
As we are before. We would have gone far better than where we are today. Oyibo interrupt that system, we would have gone far better. So Muki Baba Moses, Muki Baba Jimmy Koya, and thanks very much for the super chat. So we were for support, whether donation to the platform or donation towards the logistics. I used to call it logistics, and part of the logistics is what we are already buying, which we have already bought as well. So So let's come back again, probably maybe another 30-something minutes, so that will be half an hour. I can go back and relax for another 2 hours and come back out again. So it will just be 32 more minutes to the end of this particular session. We've answered a couple of questions. If I get more questions coming through, I will answer it before the program ends. But one thing is, question and answer on why we Yoruba must exit. Program here after Tabashiton and Maba in the comment section. But our Moses, in fact, Tinubu will regret if he fails to do what is necessary to solve the present situation of the dead country called Nigeria. I'm sure Tinubu didn't regret being president of Nigeria because we told him that there's nothing that will come out of it. So I think there's a call coming through. Let's pick the call quickly. And this call is coming from Germany. Eba goes okay. Eba Fiba, that's it or no?
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Salam alaikum, Baba. Káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Àmísà.
Lágbára lọ. Nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé mo rẹ̀ kí bàbá Kíndóyè, mo rẹ̀ kí bàbá wa Májàsọ́lá náà tó ṣàlọ́ àmà. Nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ lórí rálì ni wípé ní tó bá ti tí rálì bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn wa bá ti jáde èmi mú wá lábàá pé ní even àwọn arúgbó wa gan arúgbó tí ò bá lè rìn gan ká gbé wọn sórí street ká gbé wọn sórí títì àtàrúgbó àtọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà ká gbé gbogbo ara wa gbogbo wa jáde tán sórí títì. So nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn náà wà pẹ̀lú yìí.
Thank you very much. And again, this is not about our ọ̀dọ́ nìkan. Ẹni tó ní physical challenge tí Nàìjíríà ti fìyà jẹ tó jọmọ Yorùbá a máa bí jáde. A fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àgbáyé rí ìyà tí ó ń jẹ wá àti ìdí pàtàkì tí. And let me say this. When we come out, there will be many news networks that will be talking and saying different things. Our stand remains that we, the Yoruba, want to exit Nigeria just like British citizens exit the European Union without a gunshot. Muki Aziz, Muki Mr. Shabi. We, the indigenous Yoruba within Nigeria, want to exit Nigeria to have our own independent country. So, kò sí any negotiation tó gbọ́dọ̀ wà láàrin federal government, the spectators, the outsider, the international community. The only thing will be we want to exit. And it is entirely up to the government to now set up a committee. And then our committee to understand that if they're not going to do so, and they want to go the hard way, I am just emphasizing ahead. If they want to go the hard way, then that means the hard way would also still lead to a Yoruba country. Kò sí ọ̀nà méjì kankan. Cherry gbogbo àwọn news network Nigeria, we will keep them busy. Wọn ò ní sàn kankan mọ́ ju pé àwa ta wà níta lọ. So cherry àwọn yẹn àwọn máa fún wa ní free publicity. Wọ́n ọ̀dà mi lóòótọ́ sí àbí ẹ̀yẹ́ máa wòran. Èyí tó ṣe kún bẹ́ẹ̀bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń ṣe journalist hangout ó ń sọ fún mi pé Nigeria ò ní break. Ó wá sórí comment mi lórí Facebook. Ẹ ti mọ̀ tó ń ṣe journalist hangout kò ń ṣe òtítọ́ èyí tó anchor ẹ̀ gbọ́ngàn kò mọ̀ ní ti orúkọ ẹ̀. Àjọ pàdé nínú election 2019 kan ni àbí election tó ṣe yẹ. Ṣé 2019 náà lọ dìbò? I think so, yeah. 2019 tí mo wálé tí mo fi wá witness kí ni election ṣe wọ̀ ní ibi tí Ọbásanjọ́ ti vote. That was the first time I met him. Not that we exchanged greetings but I just saw him there. That was the first time I'm seeing him. So Moki, our great solution. So you got to remember that we are fighting the media at home as well. But media at home, wọ́n máa rí ṣẹ́ṣe ọ̀fẹ́ nígbàlá àwọn máa bá wa rí ṣẹ́ṣe. Because when activities is already across Yoruba land, they will have nothing to report than what is happening outside. One match analysis, one match bèrè and they will be attacking us. They can say we are terrorists. No matter what anybody wants to say, we don't give a fuck. That is their own cup of tea. Fuck them. Ìran Yorùbá ò lè máa jìyà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kí media Nàìjíríà kó má lè sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí olórí. Let me just leave that. But let me tell them, you will be very busy. Nínú ọdún tàwa náà ẹ máa busy gan. Paper máa busy, blog máa busy. Some of the pastors are already saying that there's a lot of different prophecies that I've been watching. Whether they are just watching what we are saying or no, missing one money, I don't know. I love God so much. I was born a Muslim. I still believe as a Muslim, but I don't pray. No, I stopped praying a long time ago. I attend Christian prayer. Next week, Tuesday, we are likely to bring for the first time, prayer in GR1. If it's okay for them, they have approved it. While we are running our Tuesday prayer from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., we will go live and you'll be listening to the prayer. And after that, we close it. Nothing like a program on Tuesday next week, 6 o'clock. You don't want to miss the prayer. We have been doing this prayer going to almost our grace. After how many years we see? I think it's like the 4th year. Just few of us. We are not adding anybody. Anybody to have to join prayer group. LOC multi-faith. So we are using prayer. Bí mo ṣe ní à ń ṣògùn, à ń ṣe prayer lójoojúmọ́. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ń gbàdúrà wa. Kò dẹ̀ fi wá sílẹ̀. So ṣe lè rí pé ìjà tá ń jà. Ìjà spiritual, physical ni. Èmi ò ṣeré ogun sọ fún yín. So we are coming next week Tuesday. Do not miss the prayer as I go live. Ó ní bá ṣe máa ń ṣe prayer yẹn. Àwọn tó ń anchor ẹ̀. ẹ máa bá wa ṣe àmì, ẹ máa bá wa ṣe àṣẹ, ẹ dẹ̀ máa sọ pé inshallah. So the prayer next week will be focused on the upcoming rally. Àdúrà fún rally tó ń bọ̀. That is what the prayer is going to be for. So yes, one of the 5 years, listen, almost 5 years that this prayer started. And it's been very good. And it has helped us spiritually, physically. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Mr. Taiwo, eye for eye, la máa ṣe. But I'm trying as much as possible not to be pushing that out. Tí ọlọ́pàá bá shoot èèyàn, tí wọ́n sọ tí agbọ́ lórí rédíò kò wọ́n ti shoot èèyàn, that means pé ẹ ti dá wàhálà lẹ́nu yẹn. Because àwa táwọn jáde àmú weapon dání, so why using the gun to shoot us? Kí la ṣe? So ẹ sọ fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó jẹ́ ti Yorùbá, àwọn èèyàn máa gbé ògùn jáde gidi gan ni o, ilé iṣẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Bible Quran at condemn méjèèjì o, àti sọ fáwọn tí wọ́n lè lọ ṣògùn gidi káàkiri gbogbo mi. Ó dẹ̀ tó bá lè travel lọ sí any country around Africa, ẹ lọ ṣògùn kẹgbẹ́ padà wá sílé, ẹ ṣe ògùn gidi sára. Tó máa yẹ pé ọlọ́pàá tó bá lọ ṣe any mess, tó bá ti nà ẹnìkan lára, kò sí tó kàn wá, àti sọ fún yín. So it's as simple as that. Ilé òṣèré o, à ń jáde with a full force ni o. Táwọn tó kù lórí platform tó bá ń ṣàlàyé fún yín, farabalẹ̀ gbogbo lọ́dọ̀ Koiki Media. Èmi ò mọ oríṣi tó ṣe fẹ́ máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. So tó bá sọ fún ẹ, ilé òṣèré pé à ń jáde, ẹ̀yà kan jáde. No, we want to protect everybody. Kò bá jáwọ́ 1,000 láti protect èèyàn 2 million. Ògùn bẹ tó possible láti fi ṣe. Àdèmá ní káwọn Angel Michael, ìyẹn láti ní àwọn Christian, Angel Gabriel, gbogbo àwọn angels kọ́ sọ̀kalẹ̀ sí wa lára nígbà tá a bá ti jáde fún rally. Eré lẹ́ẹ̀ máa rò pé ń bọ̀. Wọ́n sọ fún yín pé n tó ń bọ̀ kò ṣeré. So ibi tá a ti máa lo àwọn ti Bible nìyẹn. So àwọn àfáà mo máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ fún wọn, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọnú alúwà, mo láwọn àfáà lọ́wọ́, mo máa sọ fún wọn nísìn. So tó bá ti ṣe ẹ̀ tán, afọ́ máa pẹran ni. Wọ́n máa sọ Quran kalẹ̀. Because this is a big war tó ń bọ̀. Àwọn tó fẹ́ gbógun wá, àwọn àtẹ̀tẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ kàn ká wọn ká stop wọn, and the only way ká lè fi stop wọn ni pé ká jáde fún rally. Tá a bá ṣe lé, wá pa ṣé gèsì gbogbo yín lára. And we don't want that. Because ogun ti dé, etí gbogbo wa ò di. Pásítọ̀ yẹn ṣàṣọ, tí bàbá Adébóyè ò bá lè sọ, bàbá yìí sọ̀nà. Because àwọn bàbá Adébóyè ń bẹ̀rù, wọ́n protect institution wọn. Pastor Jerry ní sìn ní sọ pé Nàìjíríà gbọ́dọ̀ break. Ó wà okay now. Ìyá àdúrà tèmi London lọ́wọ́. Ṣé wọ́n lè ṣé ìyá àdúrà lè feed gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá? Ṣé wọ́n lè feed àwọn tó wà ní community ní Níjẹ̀bú Òde? Wọ́n lè feed wa náà, sọ gbogbo charity tó ń ṣe yẹn kò lè ràn gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. We love what they are doing, their philanthropy, but kò lè ràn tó wà nílẹ̀. I need ìjọba government la need Yorùbá government tó lè save ayé wa, tó lè protect wa. Fẹ́dà bẹ́ẹ̀ lè gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ àti fẹ́ parí ètò.
Williams lórúkọ ẹ̀.
His name is Williams.
Wọ́n bá yọ
Ẹjẹ́
Kill him on the
tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
the Yoruba indigene.
Mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
I want to talk to you all.
Mo ti fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí n bá bá yín
And I
sọ̀rọ̀.
want you
Baba
to
mi
listen and
Miko.
accept what I'm about to say.
Wọ́n náà ti ba abúlé yín, wọ́n ti gbà á tán.
I said they are
So
ready.
ṣé nísìn tí wọ́n náà ti dabúlé tán, àníkà jáde, ìwọ wá ní ẹ, rally yẹn, ó máa affect wa, o ti ń plan travel. Kò sí tó kàn wá pẹ̀lú yẹn o. Kò sí tó kàn wá pẹ̀lú yẹn rárá. Tó bá plan travel ẹ̀ jẹ́ tètè change ẹ̀ nísìn, kò report ticket ẹ̀. Tó bá fẹ́ tètè padà lọ sí abroad, ra ticket tó máa padà lọ. Anything can happen o. So ilé ìṣẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Koiki, ilé tẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe yìí. We are talking, pastor yìí ni wọ́n ti gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ó sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ travel ló wà lẹ́nu. Ìwọ lè travel, àwọn tó lè travel kọ́. Àwọn èèyàn wà ní gbogbo African country nísìn tí à ń jẹ wọ́n. Ẹgbẹ́ òsókè bàbá.
Pick you from your villages all over Yoruba state.
Ní Ogun State.
In Ogun.
Sí o.
This is not about
Pastor ni mí, ọmọ. Mo kí gbogbo ìyá wa, ẹ̀kọ́ àdúrótì, àti fẹ́ débẹ̀, ó kù díẹ̀. Àdúrà ní kẹ́tùbọ̀ máa ṣe fún wa. Àdúrà tẹ́ ti ń ṣe bọ̀ láti bí ọdún 5 fún pé kílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dúró. Àdúrà náà ní kẹ́ dúró lé lórí. Téèyàn kankan máa pè wá pé ẹ fẹ́ fi Koiki ẹwà kíá fún. Àdúrà ní kẹ́ máa fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́ pé kí àṣeyọrí wà fún gbogbo tàbí ṣe. Kò ń ṣe mí nìkan. Èmi kàn fi mídíà tèmi láti fi prepare wa ni. Ẹ má bínú lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àtúntò ní issue pẹ̀lú íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn. Wọ́n ti náà máa bá mi lọ resolve ẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ràn mí lọ́wọ́. 400,000 equivalent owó Nàìjíríà láti fi ṣe íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì. So if I don't have the money, how do we do all this? Mọ̀mísí mi ti help me pẹ̀lú owó ticket. Ṣé kí n tí máa fi mọ̀mísí mi fún owó all the time? We are not asking one person to give us money, but tẹ́ bá fún wa ní ẹgbẹ̀gbẹ́. I am spending money every day na náwó. But tó o bá ti sí, kò sí náà nìyẹn. But tó bá wà, ìjẹta nísìn, mo ní kí ọmọ mọ̀ pé láti ti súnmọ́ bọ̀ díẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Mo láti ní kíkan náà àwọn ọmọ tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ ìyẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ router tiẹ̀. Because gbogbo íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn ṣúkúṣúkú bá ó ti tán. 50,000 naira. Ní router yẹn, a dẹ̀ máa lóde 30,000 lé lórí. Láti fi make sure pé ó ní 1 month. So tí rally bá bẹ̀rẹ̀, àwọn ti wà secure. So and we are still trying to get more things to be done. Ẹ wo àwọn tó lọ sí Ìgbòho níjọ́ yẹn náà. Mọ́tò wọn bàjẹ́. Ìwọ̀nba tí mo send 30,000 sí wọn. Ẹ̀rí ó ti cut off Twitter space mi nísìn. That's the problem with the internet. So I don't know what's going on. So it won't affect wa gan, but we can only do what we can do. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Angel Michael, Angel Gabriel, Angel Raphael, lágbára Jésù Kristi. I believe in Jesus Christ. I will never condemn any religion. Láyé, òṣìṣẹ́ bí mi sílé ilé ìdílé tí mo ti wá atu link mọ́ àwọn ní white garment church, but I was born a Muslim. So ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ó gba ọgbọ́n ó get strategy And bí ṣe sọ, don't be the traitor. I am winding down now because our time is getting closer. Àti ṣe 1 hour 43 minutes. Mo ní 15 minutes tó kù. Don't be the traitor. Mo bẹ̀ torí Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́. Má jẹ́ pé wo ló máa jẹ́ traitor fún ibi tó kù sí tí à ń bẹ Ọlọ́run fún pé kó gbà wálẹ̀. Don't be the traitor. No matter what, do not allow the politician to buy you towards what we are fighting for. Kò sí bá fi sí ti UK náà mọ̀ pé méjèèjì náà ni ìnáwó kò tán ní abroad ìnáwó kò tán ní bíbá bọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo èèyàn wa so kò sí bí tẹ́fi sí mo mọ̀ pé ìyá wa pensioner ní £10 £5 but every little help so kò sí bí tẹ́fi sí grammatical help me ìyàwó mi kọ́ àwọn ọmọdé lánàá ó ra ice cream £10 ó ti ń béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ oníṣẹ́ kò sówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ rárá ni kẹ́tọ́ fẹ́ ẹfẹ́ pa kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́tẹ́ ni ọkọ àwọn ọmọdé wa lọ sí park lánàá they do very well we are grateful they kí àwọn ìyàwó mi dáadáa wọ́pọ̀ àdúró tì mí without them I cannot do what I'm doing. These are women that I appreciate in my lives. Mo rẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá wa náà tí ẹ dúró tì wá àtẹ̀yin bàbá wa Ọlọ́run á fi àlàáfíà. Before I go mo fẹ́ ká ṣàdúrà fún ìyá wa kan. Yes, bàbá mi Benjamin, don't be the act in the midst of Yoruba nation. Ẹ bá mi ṣe àdúrà fún one of our mother in the UK, London precisely. The husband died. Ó ti di anonymous message yẹn and when I saw the message lórí ìfẹ́ lódùn wọn náà kọ́ wọ́n ti kú ní no not the mother the husband mo fẹ́ sọ. The husband died 3 days ago now. I have sent her a message officially. It's one of the painful things to lose a family member, not to talk about a partner or husband or wife. It's a very, very bad thing, but who are we to question Eledumare? Question it. So, I am now using this opportunity, the last few minutes of this broadcast, pé ká fi ṣe àdúrà fún ìyá wa yìí tí ọkọ wọn ṣaláìsí. A máa ṣe kúlú Allah mẹ́ta iná àtẹ́ná kan kọ́lọ̀ wọlá they are not Muslim but we don't do Christian and Muslim. Tí bá rẹ́ni tó lè pè wọlé kó bá mi ṣe ti Christian one. She is a strong full supporter of Yoruba nation. Àwọn tó bá wà nínú ìfẹ́ lódùn wà mẹ́rin tí mo sọ I'm not going to mention her name. My mom lost her husband when I was 2 years old, so I know what it means to lose your husband at a very early stage of a relationship, whether they are already in 30 years or 2 years or 20 years. That means that everyone méjì ó di everyone kan nìyẹn. And that also goes to others that have done or lost their family as well. So kọ́lọ̀ kó jọ kó wọlá iná àtẹná àti kúlọ̀ aláàtàmàkà yìí gbogbo àṣìṣe ọkọ wọn kọ́ bá wa parẹ́. The husband supported the Yoruba country to come. That is the reason why the wife was able to do it. Ìdílé tí wọ́n bá ń takora wọn nípa Yorùbá nation kò lè ṣeé ṣe o. Ìyá wa kan náà ẹ má yẹ kí dárúkọ wọn àwọn olùsọ kan wọn ní last year ní kọ́lọ̀ máa ń dúró tì wọ́n. Ó ní ọkùnrin kan náà tó wá sí London kódà ikú tí wọ́n yẹ tẹ̀ shock me. But again, life says moves on. But what they will want is just like Yawa Janet Pashakin, we've lost a couple of people that have died natural death. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Kulu Allah Ahad, Allah Samad, Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, wa Lam Yakul Lahu Kufuwan Ahad. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Kulu Allah Ahad, Allah Samad, Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, wa Lam Yakul Lahu Kufuwan Ahad. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Kulu Allah Ahad, Allah Samad, Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, wa Lam Yakul Lahu Kufuwan Ahad. Inna atina kalika sara fasali rabbika wanha inna sani'aka wata. Kọ́lọ̀ kó wọlá àṣìṣe bàbá yìí kó bá wọ parẹ́. I've asked my mom how she survived without her husband when we were young. But àwa láti dàgbà yín nísìn tí gbogbo yín náà tí wọ́n á rí báyìí. It is not going to be easy for any family, but we pray that the wife and the children that the man left behind, Ọlọ́run àbá dúró tì wọ́n. And these are the reasons why we need to fight to the finish to get a Yoruba country. Ó ní ọ̀kan náà tó kú ní Belgium or either Australia. Kódà ìyàwó wọn sọ fún mi pé the man was calling my name and praying, before he eventually gave up the ghost. Either Australia or Belgium, I can't remember now. So we've lost few people along the line for whatever reason, but that is life, and life must continue. So that is about it. Kọ́lọ̀ wá wọlé gbogbo àwátàkù náà kó mú wa dúró dáadáa. Okay, yes, 3 years ago. Ìyàwó àyẹ̀tí sọ fún mi nísìnyí pé she lost her husband 3 years ago. Okay, what the close that? Ṣé tó ti pé 3 years ni? Ṣé àwọn kó ti pé 3 years lọ́kọ́ ni ẹ sure? Just like yesterday. Wow, ọjọ́ náà pẹ́ o. It's not easy. Anyway, as I'm going to be ending the broadcast, I will try to, 3 years ago, 2022. Wow, just like yesterday. It's not easy. So, my mom says I should stop a little bit of the cursing on the broadcast. But I cannot stop the bombast out. But we try to reduce the cost just to make sure I please my mom and my wives. So mo kí gbogbo èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, I have a safer account. If you want to send me money that is going to be from safer, mo lè gbà nínú safer, you can reach out to me. I will give you only number kan tí ma fún yín, wọ́n pè ní Momo. I spoke with one of my pastors yesterday. He says everybody is waiting for the rally. Wow, you know what ma fi gbọ́ nìyẹn. Káwọn pastor máa gbáradì. This is the time that they will go in serious prayer. Gbogbo ọ̀run dìde, kẹ́mi mímọ́ dìde, kí gbogbo nǹkan dìde, kó protect wa, kó defend wa from the enemies. So as I give you the final from here, I will probably come back later on in the evening, and then we will continue the program. My team will do more program. I've instructed them to do more program. There's a program coming up in April 26th. But I'm going to adjust the flyer because of Awọn Yawasi. I was speaking to Emola yesterday. The killer knows she flyer more important of the Yoruba nation country. We want our women to hold positions up to the top. A woman will never be given position in Nigeria if we remain one Nigeria. So that is how far we can go this morning. I hope you've learned something new, especially with the Q&A. Though I've got many questions, but the little that we've got, we've been able to address it. I couldn't get the Facebook going. Auntie me to send message city. You know, one country, two different laws. Country, two presidents. Southern of Sokoto, Nigerian president, and Ashiwaju. Auntie me to Monoyi, Amansoro. I send message to the minister. Once of me, you can now use an Islamic certificate to enter a nursing program. So, so I want to lati Futajalon, they'll be using their Islamic certificate to become a nurse. So, we will be doing a lot of prayers as we are also gearing up for other areas that can help us as well. So, Eba Mikwe program, Eba comment, Baba Taiwo, we have just 8 minutes. One is eye for eye. If the government police introduce violence, then I will not marry into Jumabari. Baba Rashid, so the rally we are holding is not a day event. Yes, that is something that we need to understand. The rally is not one day event. Let me show the video. We need two good phones quickly, but I manage it. And could have phone me Roy. We need to switch studio number. No, number me can see iPhone 13. Because iPhone 15 because we struggle every time. Most of them on the space. Most of them mental torture. So I have to switch over. So you can be at the last message to me. You might just have to wonder that I'll be asking you Kalile because I'm not sure whether the WhatsApp was able to carry. I couldn't even wait. Because every time I switch to WhatsApp on the 979, so I think I'll carry video to Baba Kito if you Baba in March 5. That was when I was still in Africa. Nígbà tó bá world media sọ̀rọ̀. And fine TS ṣe ń believe other people to delete it. Nígbà tó pé message ti pọ̀ jù lórí eléyìí náà. So èyí tẹ́ ṣe ń believe pé Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì ti gba country ìyá mi Dúpẹ́ Agboola Mukinyi. Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì is working for President Bola Tinubu. Take this message to anywhere. Tinubu is aware of it as well. Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì was brought in by Tinubu to stop Babakitoye and Igboho from liberating us officially. So I was watching, I do watch some of their program once in a while. They have no ground to even talk about they are working as a country. We don't have a country, but we have ground on the current Nigeria right now, any ground. We have many of our media at home. Likewise, we have people that are still working back to back. Omeyo is there. We have, George Akinola. We have many people, Iyajagun, Sholako Bodoku, many people, Baba Lokolodo, Ani Baba Oba Ogoni. These are the people that the benefiting on the scene. Ali directing. We might not have a structured office, but we have offices that people are operating from, and officially in Nigeria because we're not committing any crime. So for somebody, just before we wrap it up in 6 minutes, go up and say, Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì, ó ti gba country fún yín tó ń pè ní Democratic Republic of Yorubas. The question from the diaspora is, where is the country? Any other country? Where is it? Ni party body country yẹn wà. Mo kí ẹ láti Lagos Island, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókí, gbogbo mainland. Mo kí gbogbo ìtawà lẹ́pẹ̀tẹ́ dò, mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, ní gbogbo communities wa àti villages wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tajà tẹ́ ẹ̀ rà, ajé àmà wọ̀gbá. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ rẹ̀ta tẹ́ ẹ̀ rà. Olódùmarè á bùkún fún wa. Mo rẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn pastors wa, àtàwọn imam wa, àtàwọn babaláwo wa. So if somebody is saying that at that country, how do you recognize that you are already in a country? First and foremost, ọlọ́pàá tó bá wà ní country tẹwà tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn kò gbọ́dọ̀ wọṣọ ọlọ́pàá yẹn mọ́ nínú country tiyín. Tí Baba Akitoye bá make a declaration at any time in Yoruba land, wọ́n bí bàbá ńlá ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà kó tó wọṣọ ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa. Wọ́n bí sójà kan dá kó náà fẹ́ ṣe sójà lé wa lórí ilẹ̀ yẹn ni mo sọ. Wọ́n lè ṣe sójà lé wọn lórí ní north, ní south east, ní middle belt, but wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n ti bí navy officer kan kó wọṣọ Nàìjíríà kó tó wá máa ṣe direction fún wa. In tó ń pè ní country nìyẹn. So èyí tẹ́ wá ní Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì ti gba country fún yín. tí ọlọ́pàá tí bá dé bọ́dà nísìn tí bá pe Azeez Shakiru sí pé kó máa bọ̀ tá bá dé bọ́dà Benin bẹ́ẹ̀ nísìn ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà wọ́n bí ọlọ́pàá Nàìjíríà dáadáa bá gba kọ́ńtì wa ó lóun dúró sí bọ́dà tí kò ṣe instruction ti gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tiwa pẹ̀lú uniform men tiwa. So ó dàgbà àwọn tó ń náwọn gba country sometimes you ask yourself níbo ni wọ́n ti rí this kind of message pé Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí ti gba wọ́n ti declare country kódà country náà ti exist. It doesn't work like that. I understand that gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ni ẹ̀ ti wà pẹ̀lú bàbá Akíntóyè ó ti slow tẹ́lẹ̀ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí náà wà lára àwọn tó bà iṣẹ́ yẹn jẹ́. Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí ó wà lára àwọn tó wá bà iṣẹ́ yẹn jẹ́ tí kò fi jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe. When there's one useless media doing useless program on Yoruba on YouTube now saying that Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí has given us our country. Ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn yẹn wọ́n ní understanding. Àwa tí à ń sọ fún pé kò tí ì sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ country. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ country. Nigerian passport still operate any country. Tí inú gbòdì ọba ṣẹlẹ̀ kan nísìn Nigerian passport gan kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ at some point because wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ between eléyìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe. So that passport gan máa ní problem. But it seems that our people do not understand it. Should we extend the program for another 1 hour? If that's okay with you, I don't have a problem. Take our extend this 1 more hour. Àbí ká máa lọ. Public opinion. Mo kí bàbá mi Utman. Should we extend it for another 1 hour? Okay, one yes. Yoruba kids. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So, in tí mo try láti analyse láàárọ̀ yìí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí tó ń sọ fún wa pé òun gba country fún wa. Where is that country? I am asking. Ibo ni country náà ti exist? Ṣé mọ̀ pé as at yesterday sister wa kan pè mí wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ ilẹ̀ ẹ̀nà mo náà fẹ́ kọ́ ilẹ̀ wọ́n ra ilẹ̀ wọ́n wá ń yọ blọ́ọ̀kì níbẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn lè yọwọ́ lẹ́nu. Yorùbá Nation Lafe TV láti Hong Kong mú kí ẹ ṣe gan ni. So we'll extend it for 1 hour. So we'll have our full 3 hours. Wọ́n ní where is Ọmọlúkà? Bí Ọmọlúkà ló ń gbáradì. Fẹ́ bàdé mi náà fúnjọ́ mẹ́ta mo lè máa lọ gbáradì. Àgbọ̀dọ̀ máa lọ dira. Àbí kò yé yín. Ọmọlúkà is fine, you know. I met him in, when I was around the last time, you know, nígbà tó náà wá sí Kútọ́nù. Mo kẹ́ ẹ̀ tẹ́wà ní South Africa. So a ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ and I think I should record this so that people can have access to this information tí mo record ọ̀wọ́ nísìn. Mo kí brother mi Mr. Israel. Is always sending coded message because the world is in code. Mo ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ní Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí padà because rapatia ni mo fẹ́ fẹ́ kí ilé tí mo fi bí ṣe ọ̀sẹ̀ message kan sí mi nísìnyí. Mo fẹ́ gbé ká lọ gbọ́ YouTube video yìí. À ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí again mo bọ̀. Let me put the mic on again. Mo bọ̀ nísìnyí. This message was sent to me yesterday. Mr. Layinkani, my brother, those people are doing program which they can't show their face on their program. It's not even about doing a program. Whether I do a program or not, Yoruba Nation is not yet a country. But if I come out now and say Atiba country and I'm not showing my face, it doesn't even add up. The fact remains is that the fact remains that I'll come back to this video. Tiba fẹ́ gbàgbé ìjọba mi létí pé mo fẹ́ play video kan fún wa. So I can record the lane now. This is Koiki Media bringing the work closer to your doorstep once again. It's a voice note coming from our studio. It is 17th April 2025. So, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa arábìnrin tó ń pè rẹ̀ ní Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí. Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí sọ pé òun ti gba country officially fún ọmọ Yorùbá. Whether ọmọ Yorùbá tó believe in her or not. But question tá à ń bi Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí ni pé níbo ni country náà ti wà? Àti pé apá abo ní ilé ayé ni country náà wà. Because Nigeria is still a country. Kò dẹ̀ síbi kankan tó indicate tí indicator wà ní àgbáyé lẹ́nìí tó sọ pé Yorùbá ó ti wà officially as a country. Whether recognized or not is not what we are talking about. Kò sí any authentic verification. Kí ló ń pè ní verification? Ìtìyàn lè wà lọ sọ pé gbà lọ yẹ̀ wò. Most of the time, wọ́n ní ó ní template tó wà lọ́wọ́ òun ò fẹ́ fi fún anybody. The question is, how can you be talking about the country and you are talking about òfìfì template? Ṣé template yìí bó ṣe fẹ́ run country là ń sọ ni? Níbo ni ẹ̀rí yẹn wà pé country yẹn exist? Òun là ń béèrè. We are not telling you, àwa ti gbé manifesto wa jáde nísìn, ó wà lọ́wọ́ mi, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ wò ẹ lọ sí koikimediainternationalnews.com ẹ bá níbẹ̀. But we are talking about how do we verify this country? Níbo la ti fẹ́ verify ẹ̀? Ọ̀nà bó la máa gbà verify pé Yorùbá ti di country under this DRY àbí DRP tẹ́ǹpì. Ó ní o ti gba country. Adele wà, okay, Adele tó ló wà yẹn, iṣẹ́ wo làwọn ṣe? Because as far as I'm concerned, our governors are still there. Àwọn abájáde fúnra lè nísìn, probability pé àwọn governors yẹn wá sá 440. So ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé Dúpẹ́ bí àwọn ìyá wa ṣe sọ níbí báyìí, country lórí irọ́, all these are fraud. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń jẹ́ country. So ìwọ tí lóòótọ́ ó ń mú ẹ lọ́kàn pé kí Yorùbá di country, but ó wò pé olóyè Ìgbòho ti pẹ́ jù, bàbá Akíntóyè ti pẹ́ jù, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹbí kan tẹ́ máa sọ nìyẹn, pé bàbá di bọ́ǹkà. Èmi kan tí Dúpẹ́ Onítìrí sọ fún yín nìyẹn pé bàbá debunk but ẹni tí kò debunk níbo ni ibi tí ó lè fi sọ fún wa pé verification ìlú yẹn lélẹ̀ there is nowhere kò dẹ̀ sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ pé United Nations mọ̀ nípa iṣẹ́ tí Dúpẹ́ ń ṣe, kò sí any authentic evidence to it. Èyí bàbá Sami tó lọ jókòó síwájú ẹ o United Nations tán ní country wa lélẹ̀ tí wọ́n gbé mọ́tò, wọ́n kò sanwó fún mọ́tò tí wọ́n fi advert sí lára tó ń run around New York. Ìyẹn ò mí nípa ti gba country. Ṣèbí àwọn yẹn ń ṣiṣẹ́ owó wọn ni, iṣẹ́ owó wọn ló ń ṣe. So deceit, illusion and lies ni Dúpẹ́. Àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé àwọn kan ti padà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀, but wọ́n dúró pé kí bàbá Akíntóyè activate. Àwọn wá follow padà. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo pin bí nísìn, ẹ rí pé gbòòsì ló ń gbà sí fún Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì. Then Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì is not known across the whole of Yoruba land. Bí ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Tí bá pe olóyè Ìgbòho wọlé nísìn, pé kókò kí àwọn èèyàn máa kọ́ tibẹ̀ yẹn, wọ́n máa fi jẹun lọ. Ẹ gbọ́ mi, mo lè pe bàbá mi olóyè Ìgbòho lórí live yìí nísìn, á sì dá mi lóhùn akọ́ ni, kókò bá mi kí yín ni. But kò necessary. So what we are saying is that nígbà tí mo dé, mo bá bàbá Akíntóyè àjọjókòó 7 hours. Ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus. The látijọ́ tó lóun ti ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Lóòótọ́, ó lè má lè travel, ó dẹ̀ lè travel, mo mọ immigration status ẹ̀. Lóòótọ́, èèyàn lè wà nínú kan kó má lè travel, or kó lè travel kó má bẹ̀rù pé nígbà tá à ń ṣe Yorùbá nation, kọ́lọ́pàá máa mú ohun tó bá wálé and all that. Ó wà understandable. But nígbà tí wọ́n náà ti gba country, ṣé Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus tún bẹ̀rù ni láti béèrè pé níbo ni ẹni tó jẹ́ leader wọn wà táwọn tẹ̀jọ́ pàdé? Ṣèbí Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì ní country lòun ti gbà fún yín. That means pé ó lẹ́tì ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ tó lè fi travel. Bí Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus, mo challenge ẹ̀ ẹni ní 17th of April kó sọ fún Dúpẹ́ pé kó wá sí Turkey kọjọ jókòó kọjọ ríra face to face. Bí èmi ṣe lọ rí bàbá Akíntóyè tí mo jókòó pẹ̀lú bàbá Akíntóyè tí mo rẹ̀ fi ẹ̀rín wọ̀nyí, ẹni kí Wálé Àlí tó náà ń support Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì torí pé Wálé Àlí náà ń níwèé, ó náà ti wá sí lérí. That means pé ó níwèé láti fi travel nínú London wá sí Africa or lọ síbi tó bá wùn. Ẹni mo challenge Wálé Àlí kó sọ bí tí Dúpẹ́ bá wà kóhùn lọ rí Dúpẹ́. Àwọn ò ní láti mọ bí tí Dúpẹ́ wà. Èmi ò ní láti fẹ́ mọ bí tí Dúpẹ́ wà, kí ló fẹ́ mọ bí tí Dúpẹ́ wà, òun ṣe leader mi. Mo mọ bí tó lóye wà nísìn, ó wà ní Germany pẹ̀lú àwọn ìyàwó ẹ̀ àtàwọn ọmọ. Bàbá Akíntóyè wà ní Kútọ́nù, mo wà láyìíká wọn báyìí. These are our leaders. Ṣé ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wá ní ẹ̀gbà fún lóye? Àmọ́ ẹ rí olóyè as at the time tí ó sì wálé ní eléyìí tí ẹ rí kò ṣe pé ẹ rí lóòótọ́ àárí èrò tó wá bá wa, but ní abẹ́ bíríìjì tí wọ́n ti sọ pé olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣà jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀, èmi àti ẹ wà lórí abẹ́ bíríìjì yẹn ní February. That show pé olóyè ò kì í ṣe ghost. That show pé olóyè ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ò kì í ṣe ghost. Èèyàn bíi tèmi àti ẹni ṣé ghost ní Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì? Wọn náà Ọmọlúkà ń ṣe program lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, èyí tẹ̀ ń bèèrè Ọmọlúkà, èèyàn mi nìyẹn, Ọmọlúkà the one. So ìtí mò ń fẹ́ fàyọ ni pé ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń gbà fún Dúpẹ́ pé ó gbé yín lọ sí country, ó ń ṣe this, ó ń ṣe that, these are lies. There is nowhere as of today that we have a Yoruba country. Kò sí kankan tó jọ. Yoruba country is not yet declared. So ìwọ tó jẹ́ Yorùbá tó wà nílé, gbogbo in tó ń gbọ́ lẹ́nu Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus, program lásán ló ṣe o, analysis lásán ló ṣe o, because kò lè má lóun ti gba country kó tó máa sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Kí ni kan pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà? Kí ni Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus pẹ̀lú tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà? In tó wà ní country tí wọn bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣètò ìjọba wọn, níbo ló fẹ́ ṣe sí, báwo ló ṣe máa support èmi, ló máa support gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá, because ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá. Tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ ló gba country, sọ́mọ lẹ́wà náà kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ṣé Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì máa lé wa kúrò pé nílẹ̀ wa tí ó náà ti gba country tí a dẹ̀ accepted, táwa náà bá gba country, ṣé a máa sọ pé Ìjìnlẹ̀ máa wálé? Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ gbà fún, ṣe rò pé tá bá gba country a máa lé yín kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, ká lè lé yín kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ pé ṣe ṣú ọ̀pẹ wà òkè, ṣe ṣú ọ̀pẹ normal, ṣe ṣú ọ̀pẹ nílàkàyè, because ilẹ̀ kan tíyàn kan rà ó fẹ́ yọ block lásán, wọ́n ò jẹ́ kó yọ block. Eléyìí ṣe ìyá yẹn wà lórí program wọn gbọ́ mi báyìí, èmi ni mo láti bá wọn pe èèyàn kan ní ìlú yẹn pé kó jọ kó bá wa lọ dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Ilẹ̀ kékeré ni mo ń sọ yọ kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlá o, kò ń ṣe hectares of land. Ẹ mọ̀ àwọn tó máa dá àsìkò kókò rí kọ̀ọ̀kan kọ́lé kékeré sí, wọ́n ò jẹ́ kó yọ block lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ wá ní Nàìjíríà, ẹ̀yin ti declare, ẹ ti kúrò ní Nàìjíríà, àdẹ̀ rí àrí kankan. As far as I'm concerned, kò sí anywhere tẹ́bá ẹni ká lọ máa Google, kí náà ń Google? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, they are confused people. So eléyìí ni mo ń send direct message pé àwa ti fẹ́ jáde fún rally. Lóòótọ́, Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì lẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé. That's fine. Ẹ má wàá compromise rally yẹn. A máa pa yín ni o. Mo sì máa ní kí n má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo sọ fún yín tẹ́ bá compromise rally yẹn. Ikú nìyẹn o, because ìtagbédání lè tún fi olórí burúkú ti yín. And I'm speaking directly because ọmọ Yorùbá gidi o. Àwọn tó fẹ́ wá compromise it from the Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì. Ẹ má try it. Ẹ má gbìyànjú ẹ̀ rárá. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni yín, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá lè tẹ̀lé wa jáde gẹ́gẹ́ bá ti jọ ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ fi wá sílẹ̀. But ẹ̀yin ò lè ṣe kankan. Wálé Àdìgán sọ pé ẹ lè pèrò jáde kó jáde nísìn, ẹ lè pèrò 5,000 jáde. Tí èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tó bá fún mi láyè tí bá pèrò jáde, at least 1 million people á tẹ̀lé mi lẹ́yìn, èmi náà dẹ̀ lead yín. Ìjìnlẹ̀ ò lè lead yín láti Turkey. Wálé Àdìgán ò lè lead yín àtẹ̀mọ́bi tí ìtọ́wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Kí lorúkọ tó pẹ̀lẹ́ di Black Devil? Ṣé Black Lion lẹ́pẹ̀? Àmọ́bi tó wà. So it seems that ẹ̀yin tẹ wà nílé, ẹ desperate, ẹ wà eager pé kí Yorùbá di country. Báwa náà ṣe wà eager nìyẹn. But in tó bá ṣe ni pé wọ́n pull yín out, wọ́n gbé yín sórí scale, kò sí anything tó wà lábẹ́ scale yẹn, ẹ̀kọ́ wọn wà níbẹ̀. ẹ wá wọ́n máa ń ṣe program kan ṣe wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nàìjíríà kí ni kàn wá pẹ̀lú nàìjíríà nígbà tẹ̀tí ní country tí ẹ̀ any reason to be talking about Nigeria ṣé wèrè ni yín ni ṣé ẹ̀ ní làákàyè ni tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tẹ̀ ní làákàyè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní number 6 lórí. So these are the message fún ẹ̀yin tẹ́ jẹ́ followership dúpọ̀ ní tìrì àbẹ́gì pé kẹtẹ̀lé wa lẹ́yìn àwa ní èrò tó ju èrò lọ tó máa tẹ̀lé Ìgbòho táwọn èèyàn bá rí Ìgbòho ní nàìjíríà lẹ́yìn wà láìka láti sọ́mọ́bí láìláṣílá that is the end of Nigeria kò ń ṣe pé fi ń dẹnu Ìgbòho tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ojú bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ èèyàn ní àwọn alágbára tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn kódà Ìbà Gani Adams wọn tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn kò ń ṣe pé àfihàn Ìbà Gani Adams nílẹ̀ èèyàn ní ẹbí èsì lẹ́dùnmarì èèyàn ní so gbogbo ìdẹ́yìn ṣe yẹn ìtàn pè ní eré tọ́ì ẹmọ tọ́ì àwọn kéékèèké òun lẹ́ ń ṣe yẹn ẹjọ́ pẹ̀lú ṣe program kí ni ẹni ṣe pẹ̀lú Yorùbá nation tẹ́lẹ̀ gbà ẹni we are citizens of democratic of Yorùbá nation àbí I think there is something tẹ́lẹ̀ láti lọ check nǹkan kan right pẹ̀lú yín ẹ ti ní mental problem pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí Dúpẹ́ sọ fún yín so ó bẹ́tà kẹ́ mọ̀ pé kò sí ọ̀nà níbẹ̀ bọ̀ kò ń ṣe dandan tá a bá declare country tiwa officially ìjọ tá a bá declare Yorùbá nation ìjọ ìdìbò bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé nílé èmi ò tún padà lọ sí England mọ̀ wà láìka láti sọmọdé láìláṣí láwà tí bá máa padà lájẹ́ pé a ti settle down dáadáa ìtorí iṣẹ́ pọ̀ tá a fẹ́ máa ṣe tí bàbá kí tó yẹ bá ti declare Yorùbá nation èmi àti yín àjọ máa gbé nílẹ̀ yẹn ni kọ́ wá di Nigerian government kò ní sí Nigerian government mọ́ so gbogbo eléyìí yìí ṣe yẹn child's play ni wọ́n kàn sọ fún yín pé ẹ ti gba country lórí social media ni ẹnu lásán nìyẹn kò mú kankan jáde kò mú any verification ẹni mi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa ti dig down kò sí kankan tó jọ àwọn bí mi pé àwọn tí mo lọ ń bá ẹ̀gbọ́n bí mi pé ṣé mi kan ti wà okay àní kò sí kankan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́tà lásán la gbé lọ sí Downing Street ẹ wo bí Nigerian government ṣe shake do you know what it means content of that letter ó máa reflect jáde tá a bá jáde ní rally bàbá ti hint mi lẹ́tà la gbé lọ sí Downing Street yẹn gbá result ẹ̀ jáde nígbà tá a bá ti wà nínú rally ìtàn pè ní pé personality baba Britain gan mọ̀ so what we are saying is that there is no government called Democratic Republic of Yoruba it is just an illusion tó bá dẹ̀ mọ̀ tán pè ní illusion bí ṣe jókòó sí ibà nísìn èyí tí mo wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ kan ní ọmọ Yorùbá ọmọ láyọ̀ má ti débi bàkẹ́ tiger nìyẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé yóò rí ẹ wá ń bi mí pé Koiki ṣé o lè switch camera yẹn káwa náà rí tiger tó ló wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ window yẹn ṣe mọ̀ pé ó máa difficult fún mi láti switch camera ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa ó dà ẹ̀yẹ́ ká tún lò báyìí ta ló lè rántí tí mo ní mo jẹ láàárọ̀ yìí nígbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ bá ṣe program ẹ tó bá follow program tá a ṣe láàárọ̀ yìí mo kàn fi wo ta ló mọ tí mo sọ pé mo jẹ kí n lè fi ẹ̀rẹ́ kí n kàn fi evidence ẹ̀wọ̀n yìí nísinsìnyí mo ní kúrò níbi tí mo jókòó sí o mo kàn fi wo ẹni tó mọ nǹkan tí mo ní mo jẹ nǹkan kan láàárọ̀ yìí mo fẹ́ wẹ̀ tó rántí ta ló rántí nǹkan tí mo jẹ mo wo comment section no àná ni mo mu pepper soup ẹ̀kọ́ àti pepper soup àná nìyẹn mo kíyà mi comfort ológun jà ìyá dáadáa every month ìyá yẹn send owó sí mi pé Koiki máa fi tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ Oòduà dálà àtẹ̀yìn kí lélẹ̀ rápà kílẹ̀ wò yìí àwọn tó wà ní kàdá ẹ̀ṣà àwọn tó wà ní diaspora àwọn lè má dá gálà wọn àti kúrò ní tipẹ́ ẹni tó wà ní gálà yẹn kò sí kankan mẹ́rin ọ̀bọ̀ mú kọ láìkẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé kàn tí wọ́n bá ti jẹ tipẹ́ mo ní kọ́ bá mi rà tó pọ̀ mo máa fi mu kọ́fì mo kò sínú fridge ìgbà mi wà ní kọ́ wọ́n mẹ́ mà ní kọ́ má bà mí wọ́n mẹ́ òun lélẹ̀ tí mo jẹ now tí bá wá sọ pé mo jẹ gálà ẹ wá ní ó yá fún wa lẹ́rìí ẹ̀ mo wà mẹ́rin wá olóògbà country fáwọn èèyàn ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá mi tó rántí pé gálà àtẹ̀yìn ẹyin tí mo jẹ ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ bá ní kí lọ́mú yẹn náà wà wà ní kitchen màá lọ mú jáde kẹrin kọ́fì tí mo mu òun sì lélẹ̀ kọ́pẹ̀ ní kẹrí kó má lọ dà sí mi lára kẹrí kọ́fì lélẹ̀ nǹkan pè ní authentic nìyẹn àwọn òdèlè máa jáde ká sọ pé àti gba country nígbà táyì ti gba country à ń gbìyànjú ni lóòótọ́ bàbá kí tó yẹ ń gbìyànjú ni ìyàwó mi ẹ má bínú bóyá ìyàwó mi wà important kò dẹ̀ tí connect video call ẹ̀ ló pé ní àwọn tó pè ní fún báyìí nísìn ìyàwó Oòduà àbọ̀rọ̀ mọ̀ yé nísìn network ẹ̀ drop ó ní why am I still sleeping èmi kẹ̀ èmi sleep èmi ò dín ní balẹ̀ èmi gbọ́dọ̀ máa sleep èmi ò sleep mo bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wa so illusion òun la wà nínú ẹ̀ so ẹni rẹ̀ á pè mí padà so mo bẹ̀ yẹn wa mo rọ̀ yín mo bẹ̀ yín we have gone past that stage and so àwọn àní Koiki kéle necessary ṣá ó necessary because àwọn kan wà confused wọ́n fẹ́ Yorùbá country lóòótọ́ but Dúpẹ́ fún wa ní impression pé a ti wà nínú Yorùbá country èmi dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn again èní ní 17th of April 2025 ní aago 12 pé lọ lù níbi tí a ti ń bá ètò lọ a ti ṣe 2 hours 17 minutes kò síbi kankan ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá mi láàrin iwájú wọn náà rántí pé mo sọ pé gálà tẹ̀yìn kò sí kankan tó sọ pé Yorùbá ti di country officially so tẹ́nì kọ̀ọ̀kan bá ṣì ń accept pé n ti Dúpẹ́ sọ yẹn òtítọ́ ni mo sorry gan nílé help yín á jẹ́ pé ẹ need a psychiatric check up ní àrò lórí Azeez àrò ló ní láti lọ fi check ara ẹ because ìwọ náà ń jí lójoojúmọ́ sínú Nàìjíríà lóòótọ́ ẹ̀ ń wo program tó ń ṣe ní Turkey àti tó ń ṣe ní London àwọn mídíà àwọn méjèèjì tí mo lè rántí náà nìyẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ fún pé ti gba country àwọn méjèèjì yẹn rẹ̀ prove it beyond reasonable doubt ṣèbí wọ́n yà dé gbé ní London ó dẹ̀ mọ bí country ṣe operate ó mọ bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ so why all this deceit I don't know a lè sọ pé Wálé àdìgbọ́wọ́ náà but definitely something doesn't seem to be right a lè sọ pé ìjìnlẹ̀ gbọ́wọ́ torí ìlú tó ń gbé ní Turkey yẹn èmi ti débẹ̀ rí ìlú yẹn ó wà under economic depression right now but ó sì wà far better than Nigeria so kí ló go wrong pẹ̀lú ìjìnlẹ̀ I cannot say àwọn ló lè sọ but something is not right láàrin àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe ń push agenda pé Yorùbá ti di country it is lies and bottom line my name is Ola Koiki I don't have to have any challenge with them to debate anything as far as today àwọn èèyàn wà lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lóòótọ́ but Nigeria ló ṣì operate on it àwọn èèyàn ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nìí but àṣẹ Nigeria ló ṣì fi dictate and if you are still one of those that believe that nonsense then gbé information though information yìí is just within a very tiny proportion táwọn bá ń sọ báyìí làwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ pé Koiki kí ló tún darí láàmú fún kò sí ibi kankan tí wọ́n ti recognize Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì ibi tí wọ́n ti recognize Ìgbòho kò ń ṣe ibi kan gbogbo àgbáyé ló recognize olóyè Ìgbòho o mọ̀ why nígbà tí a fẹ́ ṣe rally ní London èmi sọ fún London Metropolitan Police pé ẹni tó ń bọ̀ yìí ẹni yìí ni ẹni ọlá ni ẹni tí a lè fi ọwọ́ rọ sẹ́yìn nítorí ìjà tó ń jà ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ wà at risk ìyá mi Comfort Ológunjà wà ń bẹ̀ ìyàwó Janet ìyàwó grandma Esther Adétọ́hún ó wà ń bẹ̀ ìyàwó kan fly láti America tó ń pè ní àwọn the Lejade twins ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wà níbẹ̀ wọ́n rí olóyè Ìgbòho ẹlòmíì ò rí olóyè rí that was the first time wọ́n rí olóyè so wọ́n accept pé àìtí gba country but in tólóyè gbé dání àti bàbá Akíntóyè authentic ni lóòótọ́ àwọn kan fẹ́ make sure pé wọ́n destroy ẹ̀ kọ́ bring orúkọ olóyè down kọ́ jẹ́ kí olóyè dà bí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá olóyè prove rẹ̀ bí ọmọ ọkọ as at today bí alọ́la o Tinubu lè dé Downing Street olóyè ti ṣáájú Tinubu wọnú gate yẹn do you know the importance of that day àwọn kan ní ìṣèjúwájú building yẹn lásán la dúró sí tó fi gbà lọ́wọ́ wa security tí wọ́n bá mọ tí bàbá Akíntóyè kọ sínú lẹ́tà yẹn ó dinú rally ká tó pàdé you will know the importance of that letter I will leave that for you till we all meet during the rally so kí ni àpò máa sọ fún yín níbi tí ayédélé ní níbi tí a wà ní information world ẹni kí ìjìnlẹ̀ kó direct yín sí ibi tí ó show evidence pé Democratic Republic of Yorùbá is already a country kò lè sọ ìjìnlẹ̀ gan ti wá dẹni tó kàn gbé voice note Dúpẹ́ wá kò lè gbé Dúpẹ́ wá ṣe program lórí show tiẹ̀ tó ń sọ pé àwọn ti gba country èmi wà nínú Africa lóòótọ́ ọ̀nà àmà aṣọ́yàn ìyọ̀n náà àmà aṣọ rẹ̀ èmi wà very close to the border of Nigeria mo lè ṣe fídíò ìjìnlẹ̀ wà ní far away Dúpẹ́ wà far away wọn ò lè gbé Dúpẹ́ wá kó wá ṣe program kí ẹ máa rí ojú ẹ wá ń gbọ̀hùn lásán ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà accept pé ìyá yìí normal ǹjẹ́ gbogbo yín normal ǹjẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé ǹjẹ́ normal because èmi ò rò pé normal because tẹ bá normal ni ṣé voice note lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ máa fi gbọ́ leader yín ni ẹ kàn fi máa gbọ́ voice note kó máa send the VNC yín and you think that you are normal most of you are not normal nǹkan kan ti go wrong and I believe many of you ẹ ní láti lọ ṣe mental check up I know nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation ìfẹ́ tí ẹ ní sí Yorùbá ló jẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé àwọn bàbá wa ó ń ṣe torí olóyè Ìgbòho la ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá nation sẹ́yìn fi pé torí Ìgbòho lèmi ṣe ń ṣe Yorùbá nation náà torí ìran tèmi náà kó má bàa parẹ́ nínú Yorùbá because tí Yorùbá bá ti lọ then ṣé wọ́n máa rántí Koiki family ṣé tí Fúlàní bá palẹ̀ tó pa gbogbo Adamu sẹ́gbẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n máa rántí Koiki family ẹ jà nítorí olóyè ẹ jà nítorí bàbá Akíntóyè à ń jà nítorí ara wa mo kí gbogbo ìyá wa tẹ́ ẹ̀ comment so ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ àfihàn àtàkì Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì but à ń question Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì pé ṣé ẹ ṣú ọ̀pọ̀ woman yẹn ṣó ó wà okay because ẹni tó bá wà okay kò ní máa sọ fún yín pé òun as a leader kò lè appear láti wá èmi náà tó kọ́kọ́ dé ìṣègùn wọn appear tó wá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ because òpùrọ̀ ti bá ń parọ́ fún yín nísìnyí ẹni tó bá wà ní UK tó wà labroad àtàwọn tó ní làákàyè tó wà nílé torí àwọn tó ní làákàyè pọ̀ ju ẹni tó wà labroad gan lọ èmi máa ń sọ pé condition ló make crayfish bend àwọn táwa labroad akọ̀wà lucky ni ẹlòmíì tó wà nílé ó better ju ẹni tó wà labroad lọ òpùrọ̀ tó bá jókòó báyìí tó bá study ẹ̀ pé òròkùrọ̀ ó lóun máa dé kò dẹ̀ tí ì dé òun ni mo wà láfíríkà nísìn mo sọ fún yín ní London ni mo sọ fún yín pé mo ń padà bọ̀ mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹja sí lọ́tún Koiki má bínú £50 fi kún owó tíkẹ́tẹ̀ but nígbà tí owó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn pé mo lọ bá mọ̀ sí mi ó ní more than half ni mọ̀ sí mi release fún mi mo wà láfíríkà báyìí mo ń gbádùn ẹ̀ òun mo ń láàdúgbò yòyò tí bá ṣe kọ́ mo ò lómi gbóná láti jọ tí mo ti dé mo ń gbádùn ẹ̀ but Dúpẹ́ tó ń ṣe program tẹ́lẹ̀ tá à ń gbé wá tẹ̀yìn rí ó wá di ẹni tó kàn ṣe voice note fún yín lásán ẹ̀dẹ̀ accept ẹ̀dẹ̀ fi question ẹ̀ nísìnyí Wálé Àlì question Dúpẹ́ wọ́n attack Wálé Àlì mo gbọ́ program Wálé Àlì lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan tẹ́ bá rí bọ́ ṣe gbà sí fún gbàsígbò but Wálé Àlì ò pé compromise nítorí pé ó mọ̀ dájú pé kò sí ọ̀nà àbáyọ níbẹ̀ torí Wálé Àlì wà educated ó dẹ̀ wà intelligent but ó ń try láti prove pé nígbà tí bàbá Akíntóyè yóò ṣe because that has always been their argument ó yẹ kí bàbá Akíntóyè ti declare but títí yàn bá declare ṣé bá ṣe máa declare náà nìyẹn ṣé bí ẹ ṣe fẹ́ jẹ́ káwa declare làwọn declare yẹn ká declare kí ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ gba bọ́dà kọjá kí Nigerian customer béèrè pé where are you going I don't think you know what that means ẹ gbọ́ mi dáadáa kí ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ gba bọ́dà kọjá láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn Ọlákúnlé mo rò pé mo rí lórí program ojoojúmọ́ ló bá wọn jà ní custom níbẹ̀ yẹn tó bá kọjá báyìí òun àti wọn máa ń jà ní torí pé irú àwọn ará ń kan wọ́n pé wọ́n ti mọ bí tá à ń lọ àìkàn sọ fún àwọn ìpínkọ́ ṣe sùúrù wà láìka láìsí mọ́ bí láìla àti láwà tí láì bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀rí wèrè ní gbogbo custom yẹn àwọn ọmọ yé wa kan wà wọ́n sọ lórí àwọn ọmọ tó ń ṣe kí ló máa ń pe rice tó ń gbé kọjá yẹn ẹ ti rí àwọn ìjà tó máa ń jà ní gbogbo bọ́dà custom máa ń sáré fún wọn ni wọ́n sínwèrè àwọn ọmọ wa kankan tó wà ní gbogbo area yẹn tí a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ rally ẹ̀rí gbogbo nǹkan tó máa àìtí declare ni mo sọ yìí o so tá a bá wá declare Yorùbá nation àwọn fàyàwọ́ àṣírí ẹ̀rọ pé mi ò gbé létí pẹ́ mo ti kúrò létí pẹ́ so Yorùbá mi lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀kọ́ ẹ máa tètè help mi ni àwọn tó ṣe fàyàwọ́ mo láwọn ọmọ kan mo lè dárúkọ ọmọ yẹn ní 2021 wọ́n pa ṣégè sí àwọn lára tán nígbà tẹ́mi wálé làwọn bóra kí mo ti sọ story yìí fún yín kò ń ṣe story jẹ́jú kìíní ni mo sọ àwọn tó mọ àwọn tí mo sọ yìí abroad àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ movement àwọn ẹ̀ tí ń pè mí pé bàbá Koiki àwọn náà fẹ́ Yorùbá èmi ò tẹ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn alájẹ́dá mi nígbà tí mo dé tọ́wọ́ bá mi ní sókà wọ̀ lọ́mọ́ sókà lájọ wá ń sùn lájọ ń jí nígbà tó wá tébù wàhálà kan ti fà ní gbogbo àwọn head má fi gbogbo ẹnu sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń bá fa wàhálà yìí àwọn ọ̀nà ńlá náà ni wọ́n àwọn ẹ̀ dúró tí wọ́n lọ́rùn sẹ́ káwọn nígbà young boys àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nǹkan gbé kábíyèsí lẹ́nu rẹ̀ tọ́ para wọn bí ìwé tó ń ṣe kékeré tọ́ sì sí bọ́dí ara wọn àwọn yẹn pa wọn pa àwọn yẹn náà padà wọ́n sí olóyè Ìgbòho ṣàlódá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ló parí ìjà yẹn àwọn tí olóyè dẹ̀ pé yẹn wọ́n ní kọ̀rọ̀ sólóyè lẹ́nu ni ìjà tó ń ṣe ìjà kékeré mọ́ sọ yìí so kí mo fẹ́ fàyọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá lóòótọ́ ẹ̀rọ òpó olóyè ó dalẹ̀ yín no olóyè ó dalẹ̀ yín ìtàfẹ́gbà tábà ti declare kò sí kankan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ but ẹ wo Dídúpẹ́ declare nísìn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n arrest ẹ̀yin nǹkan kan right normal jẹgbọ́ ìyá bí comfort ológun jà wọ́n rí olóyè rí wọ́n máa rí wọn àwọn wà ní the last protest because kò ṣe láti láti gbà àwọn protest pé kọ́ fi olóyè sílẹ̀ olóyè dẹ̀ ti confam pé wọ́n máa release àwọn èmi ò lè sọ fún àwọn ìyá ẹ̀ níjọ́ Monday ibi iṣẹ́ làwọn ìyá ẹ̀ máa ń gbà wá night duty tó tuntun mú gbogbo wa bá nàbí kí n sọ fún wọn ní ọ̀nà níṣẹ́ ó gbàgbà ẹlòmíì ní sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n sọ pé Koiki ó yá sọ ó ti mọjọ́ ta máa ṣe rally yes mo lè ní idea bọ́wọ́ sọ déètì fún mi mo lè dalẹ̀ torí èmi tí n bá dalẹ̀ mo ti ṣe pé tí bá dalẹ̀ mo bá lọ nìyẹn èmi ò lè fẹ́ bá lọ ìyẹn mo ṣe lè dalẹ̀ so kí ni mo fẹ́ fàyọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ìwọ tí o bá gbọ́ audio yìí torí mo fẹ́ close audio yìí kó kọ́ capsule 30 minutes reflect padà jókòó padà kó kọ́ tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ pé ẹni tá à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ fún abẹ́ àti gba country ní àmì ká sọ bí tó wà bọ̀ kí ló dé tó ṣe fídíò pẹ̀lú yín mo lè pe olóyè Ìgbòho nísìn lórí fídíò call ní Germany mo lè lọ bá bàbá Akíntóyè níbi tó wà nísìn something is not right and then sọ fún yín pé kò right but ẹ̀ ń deny ara yín èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń deny because olúkàlùkù ń jà fún rẹ̀ ni èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ ń parọ́ fún wọ́n ní ẹni tó ń parọ́ ṣé mo gbọ̀wé yẹn ó mọ̀ pé òun parọ́ ìbá ń parọ́ fún yín nísìn mo mọ̀ pé mo ń parọ́ fún yín but ẹni tó ń parọ́ á lè máa ní òun ò parọ́ but ẹni tó ń pa fún yẹn máa ó ti gbé kalẹ̀ kò tí ì sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá country it's as simple as that whether I believe in Baba Akíntóyè or not that is your cup of tea I don't give a thought problem yìí nìyẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ìtẹ̀wà nílé mo mọ̀ báyìí náà ẹkùn dúró pé kí kankan tẹ̀ ẹkùn gbadúpẹ́ dáhùn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ó bẹ́tà kẹ́ tètè reflect mo ń gbọ́ tó ọ́nà fẹ́ ṣe reconciliation mo máa ń rẹ́rìn àwọn ọlọ́bí bá reconciliation ṣé Dúpẹ́ gbádùn ṣéyàn ní Dúpẹ́ a ní that woman is a demon bàbá ńlá demon burúkú ni ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fáwọn olóṣèlú ni ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ so kò lè gbójú ẹ̀ jáde bó ṣe gbé jáde tẹ́lẹ̀ because tó bá ń gbójú ẹ̀ jáde à máa rí irọ́ nínú ojú ẹ̀ so ìyẹn ló ṣe record the voice note a wá send the voice note sí ìjìnlẹ̀ ìyẹn wá di dọ̀gọ̀lú òdìdà rẹ̀ èmi tẹ̀rọ pé wọ́n náà wọn ọmọ Oǹdó tí mo dẹ̀ confirm ẹ̀ báwọn ọmọ Oǹdó wọ́n sharp wọ́n strong ẹ wá owó ṣe ń ṣe bí rakàtí àbẹ́mọ́ bí ìjìnlẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ni tí ewé tó fi wẹ̀ fún kò jiná dáadáa nígbà tó wẹ̀ fún ní kékeré ó ń ṣe bí òde ó ń ṣe bí òmùgà ó ń ṣe bẹ́ni tó ní láàkáyì èmi rí ìjìnlẹ̀ sójúrí lẹ́yìn ọ̀bá rí sójúrí èmi àti ẹ̀ríra ní Turkey wọ́n wọ́n dà pé ṣé arákùnrin ṣé àgbo ẹ̀ pé ṣá ní kékeré torí mo mọ̀ pé ìlú lọ́bí òun sí Èkó lọ́bí èmi sí so ó ṣọ́ pé something is not right is either tó yẹ pé ìjìnlẹ̀ ń take advantage lọ́dọ̀ tí wọ́n I don't have the fact but ó ṣeé ṣe pé because mo mọ̀ wọ́n move lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ó lè má jẹ́ recently mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ káwọn náà fọ́ndẹ̀ because wọ́n ti question pé owó tó náà dá sí wọn lọ́wọ́ níbo ló wà kọ́ wá ṣàkáǹtì ẹ̀ wọ́n lè ṣàkáǹtì àwọn dẹ̀ béèrè pé owó tí wọ́n dá sí Ìgbòho lọ́wọ́ bí wàá tẹ́ pé wọ́n dáwó sí Ìgbòho lọ́wọ́ so ọmọ Yorùbá ṣẹ́ra wọn yẹn wọ́n sí nínú picture ẹ pass message ní fún wọn pé àwọn ọmọ ọkọ Yorùbá a máa deliver wọn kúrò lọ́wọ́ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì níbo ni ìyá Dublin wà ẹ̀rọ ti ìyá Dublin kò mọ Dúpẹ́ Onítìrì rí o inú movement ni o gbogbo tí Dúpẹ́ máa ní àǹtí ni àwọn ìyá Dublin Fúnkẹ́ Bello wọ́n sì wọ́n mi báyìí àwọn ìyá wà London báyìí nísìn wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ káwọn wá sí Nàìjíríà wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ìran pọ̀ jù so mo kẹ́yìn àgbàlagbà tí a jọ ń fi ètò yìí a jọ fi kọ́ra wa lọ́gbọ́n orúkọ tèmi náà ní lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sí Yorùbá Nation ẹ bá pàdé ọ́díò yìí má fi ṣe ìwọ nìkan kò pọ̀ púpọ̀ 30 minutes ní báńkì síta Koiki Media bringing the work closer to your doorstep so òun lè àtúntò gbọ́ yẹn pàtó fi kọ́ra wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mú kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá a ní ọjọ́ náà ń pẹ́ a tún ní 28 minutes 3 hours náà ni so ẹ jẹ́ kí n appreciate àwọn tí wọ́n wà lórí ètò pẹ̀lú wa láàárọ̀ ẹ má bínú ẹ tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook àmọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Facebook yẹn ó ń lọ ó ń bọ̀ bí ilẹ̀kẹ̀ dín ni ẹ má bínú sí wa laptop mi ò píkẹ̀ láàárọ̀ ìmọ̀ mọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo mo ní láti restart laptop yẹn ló ti hàn mo kí yàrá Comfort Ológunjà wọ́n ní it is what Ìjìnlẹ̀ is eating from the lies he knows the truth and I believe so as well I know Ìjìnlẹ̀ knows the truth but as usual no ibi tí ọba ti ṣẹlẹ̀ yàn ti ń jẹ there is no doubt about it but má wàá fi a whole irọ́ pé ẹ ti gba country kó wá gbìyànjú kalẹ̀ kéèmì wọn máa sọ pé torí a fẹ́ ṣe rally nísìn kí wọ́n máa fi yẹn take advantage no tí mo rẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò sí rally tẹ́ mọ̀ pé tí kò bá ní sí rally irú èmi ò gbọ́dọ̀ tún jáde mọ́ kí wọ́n bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ believe me ẹ gbọ́ mi tí kò bá ní sí rally kódà mo ò gbọ́dọ̀ tún jáde wá bá ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ gẹ́gbọ́n kan ti bá sọ even though pé mi kọ́ ni leader yín o torí bàbá Akíntóyè ni leader wa á jẹ́ pé òpùrọ́ ni bàbá Akíntóyè òpùrọ́ ni Ìgbòho bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé òun ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ kó òun má mú iṣẹ́ kábàásíà Ọlọ́run ló dá bẹ́ẹ̀ àníkẹ́ lọ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ bá fi ibẹ̀ yìí mo bá Ọbásanjọ́ àwọn tó mọ̀ ẹni kí Ọbásanjọ́ ròyìn Ìgbòho fún yín ní 2007 Ọbásanjọ́ nìkan ló lè ròyìn Ọbásanjọ́ tẹ̀rí yẹn bàbá yẹn ẹni he was the president in 2007 Ọbásanjọ́ was the president ṣe ẹ mọ̀ káwọ̀ rí fíìmù kò dẹ̀ sí social media bí táìmì nígbà yẹn but àwọn tó bá mọ story yẹn ẹni kọ́ sọ fún yín pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ Ìgbòho ń ṣe ẹran rírọ̀ àkàn fẹ́ a máa fẹ́ hélẹ̀ bọ̀ kó má tún di pọ̀ jù ń ṣe ẹran rírọ̀ mo rántí gbà kan ní Ìgbòho kò ní wá sí yẹ Ìgbòho ní ìyá tó bí òun tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbé ọwọ́ kọ́wọ́ nínú bẹ́ẹ̀rì àyẹn ni àwọn náà ní ṣe wọ́n mọ̀ ìyẹn nírú àwọn ọba wa kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe tètè sọ fún Tinubu pé ó máa wá sí yẹ ọ mo kí bàbá mi ọba Olúgbọ́n Ìgbòho ń bọ̀ wá sí yẹ àwa làwa àwọn ẹ̀mọ̀ àwọn ọba ọ̀fẹ́ wàhálà àwọn ọba kan ọ̀fẹ́ wàhálà pé àwọn làwọn pàṣẹ pé kí Ìgbòho wá sí yẹ wọ́n pàṣẹ bọ́ pàṣẹ Ìgbòho máa wá sí yẹ wà látàlá ìsúnmọ́ bílá ẹ̀ lè dá dúró mo máa ń dá ti bá sọ fún Ìgbòho nígbà mi pé àwọn ríran a ní yes ó dàkọ́ ríran òun fúnra ara àwọn kan ìran Ọlọ́run ló fún wa kò ń ṣèyàn Ọlọ́run ni ṣé ẹ̀yin lẹ lọ bẹ̀ kó wá join movement ṣé àwa la lọ bẹ̀ ṣé àwa la sọ fún kó tó dìde tó lọ bá Fúlàní pé ẹ̀ pa wá ó dìde tán nísìn àmà ti lè kúrò nílùú àti lè kúrò nílùú àti lé Ìgbòho kúrò nílùú látọdún mẹ́ta ẹ wo jàǹbá tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nu ṣé ìyẹn gan tó kí gbogbo wa ronú pé ẹni tọ́lọ̀ fi ránṣẹ́ sí wa lélẹ́yìí kò ń ṣe pé Ìgbòho nìkan àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ Abdullahi mo ní máa send owó data ṣe máa send ẹ̀sẹ̀ lẹ́nu má bínú Ọlọ́run fi kẹwa ni kò dẹ̀ wá ní Ìgbòho ní sọ̀rọ̀ kó má fi Ọlọ́run síwájú ó ka báíbù ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ báíbù Yorùbá Ọlọ́run fi fún wa ni so eré èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ a gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ṣe ká má tètè máa wọ́n dà nígbà mi pé ṣé èèyàn lárákùnrin ṣá bọ̀ èèyàn ní tó dájú ẹ máa ti bá mi àti ọmọ ṣe fàájì gan yọgàjọ owó bọ́ọ̀lù nínú ilé mi ẹ ṣáà torí fídíò yẹn ẹ bọ́ọ̀lù ṣe pariwo èmi ọmọ ṣe mọ̀ pé nígbà tó kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn mo mẹ́ tó jẹ́ Man U mo mẹ́ tó jẹ́ alọ́tẹ̀ bá play níjọ́ yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú tó ń tẹ̀rín mo ṣáà rí pọ́ ti ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn lọ mo mẹ́ tó wọ red mo mẹ́ tó wọ white so mo mọ who is who mo ṣáà fọgbọ́n gbé mo ṣáà wo lóye mo fọgbọ́n gbé so mo wá rí pé àwọn tó fẹ́ sọ yẹn lè máa ní ó yá gbà sílẹ̀ mo ṣáà rí pé olóye wo mi pé coordinator kálẹ̀ yìí support mi mo ní Man U náà ni wọ́n ní ìbọ̀fà àwọn tó fẹ́ gbá bọ̀ wọlé yẹn kò ṣe Man U wọ́n rẹ̀ ti gbá bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn bí i almost 30 something minutes no kò ń ṣe Leon lọ́ba play o home game ní Premier League ni it was a Sunday super sport tí mo lábẹ́ra one day pass tàbí wo bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn níjọ́ yẹn olóyè tí mo pé mo mọ̀ nípa bọ́ọ̀lù rárá ṣe ló kàn wọ́n mi báyìí pé coordinator ẹ̀ mọ̀ kọ́kọ́ nípa bọ́ọ̀lù mo ní bọ́ọ̀lù kẹ̀ èmi máa ń sọ nígbà tẹ́mi mo kí ìyá mi ilé ẹ̀já yìí máa ń sọ fún ìyàwó mi pé n tó máa mú mi lọ mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ nínú stadium mi as a waiter àwọn tó máa ń serve oúnjẹ mo dẹ̀ ti ṣiṣẹ́ as a butler àwọn tó máa ń serve ọtí mo náà fi tọ́ bá fún mi lówó lọ́dẹ̀ employ mi síbi tó wà òkè kí ni kọ́ mi pẹ̀lú football bọ́ọ̀lù kọ́ bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀rí lálẹ́ àná àwọn kan pariwo nígbà tó ń wo bọ́ọ̀lù So anyway, so àdìsí lásán a máa délẹ̀ lérí lágbára Ọlọ́run. So bó ṣe lọ láàárọ̀ yìí nìyẹn, ẹ jẹ́ ká end the broadcast yẹn kí n lọ ṣanra sára. So màá pé ẹ ká pé ẹni tí ó bá ṣì fẹ́ ràn wá lọ́wọ́ àti ra 100 walkie talkie owó 20 tuntun wà lọ́wọ́ mi sílẹ̀. Nínú owó yẹn náà ẹ rántí pé brother mi tí ó pè lánàá mo send 50,000 sí láàárọ̀ yìí pé kọ́kọ́ 100,000 ni mo ní kábàárì but 100,000 mo kọ̀wé kódà change díẹ̀ wà nílẹ̀ èmi náà ní máa fún 20 so mo ti send 50,000 sí. Ó ń ṣe gbogbo ìlànà fún lówó. I wish I have that kind of money to help everybody. I don't. Ìyẹn la ṣe ní ká tètè gba country. Kí government wa lè look after gbogbo wa. Kí pressure lè dínkù díẹ̀. And I hope that is going to be the solution. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn media wa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun. Both the Yoruba world media, the independent media, gbogbo àná la ní right tàbí ṣe Yoruba nation. Mo kí Awúṣẹ́ Afọ̀gbóhùn ẹ ṣe gan ni. Awúṣẹ́ Afọ̀gbóhùn. So mo kí àwọn Modúpẹ́ Bello. Mo kí ẹ̀yìn America. Ẹni tó bá sì fẹ́ sọ pé Koiki ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́ni Koiki ká sì máa rà sí. Bí ọdún jọ mo kí brother mi. So 20 tara ní tafẹ́rà ní sáà tíra yẹn mo ti ní tó bá dọ̀la because àgbọn wọn ń ṣe environmental lẹ́nìí then because mo fẹ́ kọ́ send the other one yẹn wọ́n ti gbé already ó ti wà in route àwọn tó bá ń lọ deliver fún bí àpò bàbá kí tó yà ti gbowó wá ṣe fídíò àákọ̀ ṣe small presentation ẹ̀ but ìta bá wá rà sí àmà handover náà ni má pè mí pé o need walkie talkie kò ń ṣe toy gbogbo èèyàn ló máa sọ fáwọn need walkie talkie but wọ́n ná àwọn kan tí wọ́n need ẹ̀ wọ́n pè wọ́n ní stewards tí wọ́n bá ń ṣe rally I need àwọn stewards tó máa wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tó máa wà lọ́sì because àfẹ́jẹ́ kó wà láòdì a kì í ṣe àwọn oṣù níjà gidigidi gan oyè yìí nísìn a fi máa lọ wọ́ọ́rọ́wọ́ ni a dẹ̀ lọ́bi kankan ju pé until our demands are met so we still need a lot of different things oníṣẹ́ mi nìkan ìdẹ́yìn náà bá lè máa ṣe fáwọn groups yín ẹ bá wọn ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ lè ṣe ẹ to understand I can only do the little for my own end we are talking about a big ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ṣe kékeré o gbogbo tí mo ṣe mọ́ra yẹn kò tó community kan kò tó local government kan so ẹ tó bá lè help àwọn èèyàn wa ẹ bá wọn wo kílẹ̀ fi lè assist wọn mọ́ àwọn diaspora kọ́kọ́ fi dúró pé kí action bẹ̀rẹ̀ kọ́ wá wo bí tọ́ máa fi support sí contingency plan gbọ́dọ̀ wà strategy wa gbọ́dọ̀ máa lọ gbogbo wa ọ̀nà àwa pẹ̀lú wa nígbà tá a bá jáde kò sí ìbẹ̀rù fún ọmọ Ọlọ́run angel Gabriel angel Michael wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú wa lágbára àwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ní fi wá sílẹ̀ Alec Kondi kò like Britain òun àti Britain gbòòrò kó lè gbé ní Britain brother mi bàbá wa kò lè gbé ní Britain ó bìlí pé Britain gangan ló wà behind the
obstacle yìí ló size tẹ bá ti fẹ́ ni ó wà available bó jẹ́ kéla ẹ̀rí bó jẹ́ kékeré ẹ̀rí bó jẹ́ size òkè báyìí ẹ̀rí èyí tẹ bá ti fẹ́ òun ni mo máa tà fún yín tó bá tún wá jẹ́ lọ́fíńdà àwọn lọ́fíńdà ńláńlá wà mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ patronize mi both ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ patronize fún spiritual ní agbára títí Ọlọ́run àdúrà gbogbo wa gbà bá ti fẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa rí ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi ti Nazareti bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn ní orúkọ ẹni tí mo gbàgbọ́ tí ń ṣe Jésù bẹ́ẹ̀ ti fẹ́ kó rí ló máa rí fún yín bí mo ti fẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa rí òun ni mi má dúrà gbà ní ìta but when it comes to his side I'm a prayer warrior àbí tí n bá wà in the mix of people nínú crusade àbí nínú church yes I'm a prayer warrior àdúrà yẹn màmá wa kò ní kọ́ mi lẹ́nu kò ní dàbí English màmá wa lẹ́sẹsẹ but kí nǹkan máa dá gbàdúrà kúlúkúlú but I don't know how to do it òun ni lọ́fíńdà ni èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ẹ pè Lady K Ìfẹ́ Olúwaṣọ I have different type of lọ́fíńdà different type of spiritual items different type of ọṣẹ àwọn big size wà small size wà èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ dẹ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe kì í ṣe iṣẹ́ kan náà ní gbogbo ẹ̀ dúró fún iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ òun ní gbogbo ẹ̀ wà fún ọṣẹ ló wà nílé ọṣẹ àti pẹ́ẹ̀fù lélẹ̀ ọṣẹ ajé lélẹ̀ so èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ẹ pè Lady K Ìfẹ́ Olúwaṣọ any spiritual items tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ẹ pè mí ó wà available kò síbi tí mi ò send ọjà mi sí kí ló bà ẹ́ lẹ́rù kó wí ẹ̀rù kò sínú ọkàn mi torí Jehovah bẹ láyé ẹ̀rù kò sínú ọkàn mi gbogbo àwọn sáìn tẹ́ rí yẹn táyà yín já yẹn níbo gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa dohun ìgbàgbé tẹ́ẹ̀ní gbúrò mọ́ láṣẹ ọba tó dá ayé àti ọ̀run bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo àlágbókú tẹ̀ ńlá yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa dohun ìgbàgbé ọ̀nà tó dín yẹn á là ibi á padà sórí oníbi ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi ti Nazareti bẹ́ẹ̀ ni so èyíkéyìí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ẹ pè Lady K ẹ̀yin ò tẹ̀wá mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ lè lò but ẹ need àti lo spiritual something kọ́nà ṣí kọ́nà là kógún ṣẹ́ back to sender ní arọ́bìnrin protection oil mercy oil ẹ̀yẹn ṣáà ti pè mí ẹ̀yẹn kò ṣàlàyé fún mi pé tó Lady K báyìí kásá báyìí káwòdì èmi máa wọn kan tí máa tà fún yín tẹ́dẹ̀ máa lo tẹ́dẹ̀ máa ṣe kí ni tẹ́ máa jẹ́rìí sí agbára Ọlọ́run ni kì í ṣe ènìyàn Ọlọ́run ni kì í ṣe ènìyàn àdúrà sì ń gbà àwa là sin bàbá bíi tàtijọ́ Ọlọ́run ń gbọ́ àdúrà ọba tó gbọ́ tàwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì ní ilẹ̀ Egypt ṣé gbọ́ pé èèyàn kan ló lọ ṣe iṣẹ́ yẹn ni Ọlọ́run ló ṣe ó gbọ́ tàwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì ní ilẹ̀ Egypt òkun pínyà agbára ńlá kan ló ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ó wà síbẹ̀ agbára tó jí òkú dìde ó wà síbẹ̀ agbára tó lajú afọ́jú ó wà síbẹ̀ àwa là sí Ọlọ́run la ṣe ń rò pé kò sí Ọlọ́run àbí kò gbọ́ àdúrà Ọlọ́run gbọ́ àdúrà Ọlọ́run táwa ń sìn kì í ṣe Ọlọ́run òkú a ò rí à ń rí ṣe owó ẹ̀ à ń pè ó ń dáhùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àfẹni tí ò bá pe Ọlọ́run bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn so gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí àwọn product wa ẹ pè mí lórí WhatsApp number tẹ́ wò ní ojú screen yìí á tún fi fídíò yìí á tún fi edit àwọn program mi á tún polówó á tún gbé wá padà láti wá fi pa olówó tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ àwọn aṣọ ọkùnrin aṣọ obìnrin ni jewelries ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà lace wà ankara wà àdìrẹ wà damask wà aṣọ òkè wà bùbá àti ṣòkòtò wà skirt and blouse wà ṣòkò àti bùbá fún obìnrin náà ó wà agbádá complete ó wà àwọn senator wears fáwọn ọkùnrin gbogbo ẹ̀ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ Lady K Ifeoluwa Show Lady K the baby of Yoruba nation aka gbogbo lowo international òun ni mí so anyone tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ bó jẹ́ gold jewelries lẹ bá fẹ́ 18 karat ẹ pè mí ẹ lọ sórí page mi ẹ lọ wá àwọn jewelries níbẹ̀ 18 karat ní gbogbo jewelries tó wà ńbẹ̀ 18 karat ni èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ó wà available ẹ pè mí gold mi ò sì wọ́n owó pọ́kú grams ni mo fi ń tà wọ́n so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ẹ pè mí kẹ́ wá rajà ojú òní tì yín o láṣẹ Ìdùmarè Jésù Olúwa wa àmín 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 lórúkọ Jésù fáfá náà yìí tẹ́ fẹ́ máa ra gold Sunday díẹ̀ is a matter of time tó bá tásìkò àtúnṣe kí ni àtúnjà yín síbẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ṣeun gan ni ire o.